I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who be caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcast it like hey ya.
What's good, party people in the place to be? What's good? What's good? It's your man, Uncle Freezy. I ain't gonna lie to you. My energy is not up. I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out, man. This team. This team, I just can't figure them out. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I was thinking about what the thumbnail was going to be and all kind of stuff. And I just can't figure out what it is. What are we doing? Man, how y'all doing this morning, man? How y'all doing, party people? How y'all doing this morning? The morning after this mess. I don't know what to tell you. The morning after this mess, man. What the? Salute everybody. I was legit sitting here, and I know I'm late, but I was trying to figure out what it is. I don't know. I don't know what where to begin. I don't know where to begin, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to inspire a positive conversation, right? I don't know how to inspire a positive conversation. I'm frustrated. Jerry Fitz says, I think they're having trouble at MSG. No fans last year, overhyped this year with the Garden rocking. I think this is really it. I'm I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm frustrated beyond words at this point. And I know y'all can tell because I don't have words. Let me start by peeling back one layer at a time. In the hopes of let's start back. Let's start by peeling back one layer at a time with the hopes of finding something. Right? First of all, I was told excuse me. I was told Kemba Walker's defense at point guard was the reason why the defense is so bad. I was told that Kemba Walker's defense is the reason why the defense was so bad. Right? And then I watched this team for the first time without Kemba. Now, stay with me. I was told that Kemba Walker is the reason why the defense is bad. And then yesterday, I watched us play a team that shouldn't even be in the same league as us. Right? That team shouldn't have been in the same league as us. Right? I watched a 476-year-old point guard. He could have went off for 50 on us. I watched as their guards roasted our starting point guard again. Roasted. And I know what y'all gonna say, but Derrick Rose can score. Don't do that. Don't do that. What we do as Knicks fans, we find scapegoats to take the blame for the players that we love. What we do is, and this is Knicks fans now. I'm not talking about with the team. I'm not talking about the team. I'm talking about Knicks fans right now. But trust, I'm going to talk about this team. But Knicks fans told me that Kemba Walker was the reason why the defense was so bad. And man, here come Free Keith playing for the other team. Free Keith, what's good? Free Keith is free. Here come Free Keith. It was just Rubio's night. Here come Free Keith. This is my man 50 grand right here, y'all. Me and Free Keith been talking Knicks longer than anybody. Longer than anybody in this Knicks universe. Free Keith and myself have been talking Knicks longer than Free Keith and myself. Free Keith and I argued over. I don't know if he'll remember this, but it's true. I don't know if he'll remember this, but it's true. Free Keith and I argued over who to take in the Porzingis draft. I flat out wanted this kid, Emmanuel Mudiay, so bad I couldn't stand it. Turns out Mudiay was trash. Sin Mayers was good. But Free Keith is Free Keith today though. When I saw what Free Keith said just now, it just irked my nerves. You know how somebody will say something to you and it just make you go, oh, I hate when people do that, man. Because I don't care nothing about no freaking Ricky Rubio, bro. I don't want to hear an excuse for Ricky Rubio bombing the Knicks. I don't. So I'm going to tell y'all how I feel right now. And don't judge me because I am mourning. Right? See the black shirt? See, I got my head covered up. I'm mourning right now. I'm mourning, man. Because I was told Kemba Walker is the reason why the defense is so bad. So we removed Kemba Walker and the defense got worse. It did. The Knicks came into the game giving up 109 points a game with Kemba Walker, and they gave up 126 without Kemba Walker. That's a fact. Free Keith is starting this mess this morning. Instead of saying Derrick Rose's defense is trash, we're saying I don't like how slow Randall's getting back on defense. Instead of pointing out the fact that their backcourt scored 50 plus points, their backcourt scored 50. I don't know what I don't know what to say right now. What I will say, I'm just gonna put. I'm mourning. Don't judge me this morning, man, because I I know I'm saying morning as in AM and then morning as in self-reflection, right? Right now, I am in a self-reflective mode. And I'm asking you guys not to judge me, but to help me get through this self-reflective moment. And I'm asking y'all this, man, because I know in 2 months y'all are gonna be like, yo, Uncle Freezy, you said, and I'm like, no, and I'm saying right now, don't judge me as a Knicks fan on how I'm feeling in this moment. Help me figure out what it is, why it is I'm feeling this way. Why am I feeling this way? Hey, Miss Geraldine, how you doing? Miss Geraldine says Kimba was missed last night. Yes, Rose can score, but him starting, we didn't have the punch he brings to the second unit. Plus, Tibbs is the worst in the game at just ever. DSJ says, can you help me understand how Randall can outplay a two-time MVP and current NBA champion in Giannis and turn around and get outplayed by Evan Mobley, a rookie? Are we really playing? Are we blaming Randall? Are we blaming Randall? Are we blaming Randall? So Julius Randle. So now Julius Randle was guarding Ricky Rubio. I'm not asking y'all to place blame anywhere. I'm asking the chat. I'm asking the chat to help me understand some stuff. I'm not asking you to point the finger. Trust me, I have big fingers and I know how to point them. So I don't want to point the finger or place blame. I'm trying to understand this riddle, this enigma, this puzzle, this question of a team. And honestly, I don't care how good this Cleveland team is. I don't care how good the Bucks are. I don't care how good this Sixers team is. What I want to know is, who are we? Who are we? Because I was told Kemba Walker is the reason why the defense is so bad. And Kemba Walker sat out and the defense got worse. Now, the people that are telling me that Kemba was the reason why the defense was so bad can't help me get to my next question. And I have plenty of them. I have plenty of questions. So here's my other question. Why did it take Tom Thibodeau so long to play Quentin Grimes? Why does it take Tom Thibodeau so long to play Quentin Grimes? Why? What did Quentin Grimes do to Tibbs to make him think that he does not deserve minutes? So G. Robinson said, is that really a question? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Answer the question. What took Tibbs so long to play Grimes? You supposed to help me find answers, and you answering my questions with rhetorical questions. Come on, y'all. Why does it take Tibbs so long to play Quentin Grimes? And I had the opportunity to sleep on it, right? Not long. Y'all know me. I've been up all night. I went to sleep at like 8. I laid across the bed at 8 a.m. and I got up at like 8:28. So I'm good for the day now, right? I'm good. 28 minutes of sleep. I'm good. I'm here rocking with y'all. I set the alarm clock for like 30 minutes and I woke up. I jumped up before the alarm clock went off. So why does Tibbs hesitate to play Quentin Grimes? Tone Wu, what's good? Adele Chapman, what's good? So I have a bunch of these questions that I personally need answers to, and I'm asking y'all for help. I'm asking y'all for help because I don't have the answers to these questions, or I'm not satisfied with the answers that I come up with on my own. So here's my other question. Why are we sacrificing rebounding for rim protection? Why are we like damn everything else for rim protection? Damn offense, damn rebounding. All of that for rim protection, and we gave up 126 to a team that has a defensive center. Y'all heard me. Y'all heard the question that I asked. Y'all heard me. Don't be smart, Alex, man. I'm asking y'all these questions because some of the answers that I come up with on my own, I'm just not comfortable with. And then some of these questions, I just don't have answers to. So I'm trying to figure out what it is that we're doing. Why are we? I saw Nerlens Noel damn near drop kick a pass at the basket last night. Right? What are we doing? If our defense is going to give up 126, what do we need Mitch and Noel for? Why not just go small 48 minutes? Why not Randall at the 5, Obi at the 4? Just go small and just try to score with teams and smother and trap teams. Why not go 90 miles per hour on offense and just trap teams on defense? Miami does that in the half court. They don't let you walk into their den and into the half court and then run what you want. Miami is going to trap everything. And I don't know what the Heat record is, and I don't even like the Heat. I got in-laws from Miami, and trust me, they remind me every time we get together that the Knicks suck. Trust, they remind me. Hey, y'all got another coach, another front office. Yeah, y'all suck. Trust me, I know that. I hear this from them. And they mad casual fans too. They are mad casual. They don't have a Heat morning drive. They don't have a Heat at night podcast. They don't have a Heat freestyle. You know what I'm saying? They mad casual. They got other stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I should. That would be my Christmas gift. That would be the gift to me. Getting them a fruitcake for the holidays would be a Christmas gift to me. But why are we hell-bent on rim protection being number one, right? For the sake of getting out-rebounded every night. Every night, we get out-rebounded. Our centers offer us nothing except rim protection. DSJ, you missed my point, bro. You missed the point that I was getting. You missed the point that I was getting at, because Bam Adebayo is not a defense-only center. And maybe I should have explained my point clearer, but Bam Adebayo does other stuff, a lot of other stuff. I bet you right now, if you offered Mitchell Robinson and Nerlens Noel for Bam Adebayo, they wouldn't take that trade offer. You could throw in Jericho Sims and Taj Gibson, and they would not trade you. They would not trade Bam Adebayo for Mitchell Robinson, Nerlens Noel, Taj Gibson, and Jericho Sims. Anybody argue that? Anybody disagree with that? Anybody out there think the Miami Heat would take Mitchell Robinson, Nerlens Noel, Taj Gibson, and Jericho Sims for Bam Adebayo? Anybody think they would? Okay. That's about what I thought, bro. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Bam Adebayo was different. I'm here to tell you, I think, well, you know what? I'm gonna reserve an opinion because I honestly don't know what to think. Look at these comments back to back. Look, watch this. Look. So look at these comments. We need a center bad. Cat played for Tibbs. That didn't work out. He's not coming here. We need Cat. All these comments back to back. That's that's what it's like sitting in the captain's chair. Like when you sit here, like you see the comments, people's opinions back to back, and the opinions differ and range in such a wild direction that, you know, sometimes you laugh. And I'm not saying that anybody's opinion is wrong. I'm just saying that most people have an opinion. They're not afraid to share it, and most opinions are not alike. Tom Wu says all we need is the rotation to switch up and Kemba to pull. Yeah, yeah. So Kanye says overreaction to a loss. Nah, man, this ain't. And talking about from me, it's not an overreaction to a loss. It's the culmination of a lot of different things. I've been told a lot of different things over the course of 10 games. And I don't know. So here's another question that I have for y'all. Why is the offense, the Knicks run, so easy to defend? The Knicks run top actions, and the offense has no depth, right? But why are we running that? Does Tibbs feel like we still have Elfrid Payton and Reggie Bullock? And listen, Reggie Bullock and Elfrid Payton are bad players. I'm not getting ready to get onto a bring them back or I miss them or any of that stuff. Before Reggie Bullock got to New York, he was a back of the rotation player. Before Reggie Bullock got to New York, he was the back end of the rotation type player. And that's what he is today. Reggie Bullock is a nobody. He helped this team while he was here, but Reggie Bullock ain't getting his number retired. Reggie Bullock ain't nobody. Reggie Bullock is not the type of Elfrid Payton. Elfrid Payton is, man, listen. That's one of those things we need to chill out. We need to chill. Because I heard some people address it. They were like, I heard some people say, well, Reggie Bullock, if Reggie Bullock was here, nah, bro, nah. If Reggie Bullock was here, we'd still have issue. If Reggie Bullock was here, we'd still have issue. I'm frustrated with the Bullock talk. Won't lie to you. I'm frustrated with the Elfrid Payton talk. Won't lie to you. The player they served the purpose while they were here. They got paid. They were on to other situations. Best, I wish them the best. Right? I wish them the best. But I don't see a lasting impact with those players. I just don't. And I know y'all can tell. I'm frustrated. Chef NYK asked, and I know this is a trap question. Chef NYK, I can see traps coming from a mile away, bro. I can see it. I can see it, a trap question when I see it. I mean, I'm not a lawyer or nothing. I hadn't been in courtrooms and stuff, but I did watch a couple of seasons of Law and Order, and I know that's a trap question. Because I know what Chef NYK is gonna be like, hey, Uncle Freezy, is Grimes a rotation player? And if I say no, it's like, man, why you hate Grimes? And if I say yes, but you said Grimes was Damian Dotson. I know, I know. No movies and stuff. No movies and stuff. Stop. Don't do that. I didn't say Grimes is a trap player. I didn't say that. I said what Chef NYK posed to me is a trap question. I didn't say Grimes is a trap. I didn't say Grimes was a trap. I said what Chef NYK posed to me was a trap question. It has nothing to do with Grimes, as a matter of fact. It has an opinion. It's based on my opinion of who Grimes is. So the open question right now is, why is the Knicks offense so easy to defend? I would think it's easy to answer because the offense sometimes it gets hijacked by Randall, for one. Sometimes the offense gets hijacked by Randall, and Randall goes and gets his. I don't have a problem with it either. I love Randall. I think Randall is probably one of the best New York Knicks players we've had in a long, or New York Knicks person we've had in a long time. I would say my thought is that the offense doesn't have many counter actions to it. And so the defenses can react to simple reads better. It's like in football, if your corner know that the only passing play that the other team runs is a slant, if a corner only has to defend a slant, You think that corner will be successful against a slant-only team? No route tree and no combination of route trees to put a corner in jeopardy. No different receivers crossing a DB's face. Just one man running one action. Yeah. I don't know. I have a bunch of questions, man. I just have a bunch of questions. Man, I'm gonna put the link in the chat and bring all my people. And then that way maybe we can get to the bottom of some of this stuff that we're facing. And while I wait on that, let me read. Let y'all be patient with me while I do this read. To become a member of Lawrence Tears, click on the join button on the Lawrence Tears YouTube page. By becoming a member, you get perks such as priority chat acknowledgement, members only live streams and videos, Lawrence Tears emojis, and more. A link to the page will be in the description. As a matter of fact, let me do this. I didn't mean to do that. Chuck, what's good?
What's good, Unc?
Man, nothing.
I know. The frustrations of Knicks fans. Can I just get a quick minute?
Man, do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
Okay. I think our offense is vanilla because maybe our guys don't have, or I don't want to say they don't have the IQ to run something with more nuance, with the double actions and triple actions like you were suggesting. Maybe the coaches are not comfortable with it. Maybe they're just building a. This is a building block, but then again, last year should have been the building block. We should have been adding new things this year because the offense was kind of plain last year. I also think the lack of a dynamic score, just the automatic bucket, kind of limits you. Tibbs has to get out of the mindset that this is 11 years ago. You have to, because our team don't possess some of the things that I mentioned earlier, you have to use your depth. Like we talked about our depth a lot and how we were one of the deeper teams. Right. But he still runs his rotations like this is 2008, 2011. 7 or 8 guys, 9 guys. Last night I was yelling at the screen, yo, just put Grimes in, yo. Like what is it gonna hurt to put him in? We say that he's a 3-and-D guy. Well, let's see it. Let's see what happens. Sometimes as a coach, when something is not going right, when things aren't going right, the guys that you're depending on aren't getting it done. Sometimes you just got to throw something at the wall to see if it sticks. None of our guards are stopping Ricky Rubio. Put the kid, what is, I mean, what's the point of having this kind of firepower?
Chuck, who the hell is Ricky Rubio, bro?
Nobody. Like I'm not gonna say me and Wayne Peterson was having an argument. We was having a great discussion about Ricky Rubio, and he was saying Rubio was a Nick killer. And I was like, yo, Ricky Rubio's only had 6 30-point games in his 11-year career.
Right.
He's only had 1 30-something point game against us. Like, it was so fluky last night what he was doing, in my opinion, because he hasn't done it that much to say, yo, if you lag off Ricky Rubio, you don't respect him, he's gonna go off. I don't like guys who shouldn't come into the Garden and have career nights. Like, that guy was looking like Steve Nash 3.0.
He was looking like the dude that got drafted ahead of Steph Curry. That's what he looked like last night. Yeah. He was looking like the dude that legit got drafted ahead of Steph Curry.
Yeah. I don't know where we go from here. I think I don't want to jump too far ahead. But we're gonna have to we have to make some serious decisions. As far as who's going to, like, we don't know who's going to play. Like, who's outside of Randall and RJ, who are the other definitive stars?
What do we need stars for, Chuck? Well, what do we need stars for? Because
stars are usually consistent.
I'm not asking you that to be sarcastic. Mm-hmm. I'm asking you to because I want to figure out if we can create one of our own, or do we have to go buy one?
No, I think we have one in RJ. Like I know RJ gets disrespected by the mainstream media, but we as Knicks fans saw what this kid was when he came into the league, and they were like, oh man, I don't know. Like, his shot is not good, his feet are slow. And right. Every year he worked on the things that was a shortcoming in his game. Like, he's not going to become an athlete. You're either one or you're not.
Right. Oh, I live in South Carolina. I know that. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. I know that. Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm with you.
So RJ's on the cusp of taking a huge step. Like, he's averaging 20 points. So it's like RJ's there. He needs a little bit more time. We shouldn't rush the process with him. We shouldn't be looking to get rid of him or put him in some kind of trade for someone else. Like, he's that guy. Now,
okay.
Julius Randle is what he is. Like, he's not gonna transform into anything else at this point in his career. He's another guy that has gotten better over time, but I think this is it. Like, I don't think there's another level.
Okay.
So I feel like if we had one more consistent guy that is going to play defense, or at least do the things that the game is lacking at the moment. I don't think we have enough of those guys.
Okay. So Kemba's not that guy.
Nah, not I don't think so.
So not ever, because if he's not it now, he's not going to develop into it, right? At his age, right?
No, he's not. I would say Kemba is like Nnamdi Asamoah. Great when he was elsewhere
with the Raiders. When
right.
he was with the Raiders, yeah.
But boy, when he went to Philly,
the Eagles, yeah. The dream team.
Vince Young and his nonsense.
Yeah.
Like, he's a good, serviceable piece, but his injuries have taken away the thing that made him great. And so now he's looking like, oh my goodness, what is what is this really? What do we really have? How much of an upgrade is he over Elfrid Payton? Yeah, he can score, but it ain't consistent. And when he's not scoring, he can't defend. So what's the point?
Right.
You know?
Well, neither could Elfrid Payton, but
And then right, I get that. And that's a problem. Like that right there is a problem. Because when we say, oh well, the last guy couldn't do it either. Well, dang it, we need to get someone that can. Like we need someone that can actually do the things that we need done. And there's no need to hang on to guys that can't do what we need done.
We love stories, bro. We love stories. We love. I'll compromise. You said headlines. I said stories. How about storylines?
There we go.
so we'll compromise. But I think the Kemba coming home thing was a storyline thing to drum up interest. I don't want to bash Kemba, bro. I don't want to bash Kemba because he didn't play last night and we lost. What I will say though, what I will ask you this. I'm gonna ask the questions that I asked again. Right? No, I won't. You know what? No, I won't. How about I do this? How about I just let y'all rock, and I'll just sit here and maybe I'll learn something. G.I., you okay with that? I guess he ain't okay.
I guess.
Dolly, what's good?
Salute to everyone. Nigga for life. Uncle
Salute.
Freezy, G.I., DSJ, the road DSJ, and I guess I don't know Big Beans is, but salute.
Beans is our guy. Beans is our dude, bro.
Salute.
Beans is Rockefeller's Beanie Siegel. He's our Beans for real. You know what I'm saying? I guess does that make me Dame Dash?
Dame.
The Rock.
All up in the videos.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, one thing that I noticed, right, about if you notice every other team, people are complaining and worried about Kemba and this, that, and the fourth. But most of those elite point guards, Dame, Kyrie, Steph, none of those really elite point guards really play defense. The thing is, though, somebody brought up this point on another podcast I'm a part I help out with, and I'm a part of with my boy Smoke. And somebody brought up
why everybody got a boy named Smoke?
that's my guy.
What?
That's my guy.
Hey, Chuck, I ain't gonna lie. So I gotta tell this story because of Dolly. Dolly, you brought it's your fault, Dolly. It's story time with Uncle Freezy out the blue. Bro, so I went to this school named McCrory Liston in South Carolina, right? When I was in kindergarten. And so it was these dudes. It was like a bunch of dudes. It's Uncle Freezy, it's Truck, it's Train, and Smoke. Right? And I'm like, yo, why they call you? No, hand to the man, right? Hand to the man. We in kindergarten trying to figure out how you open these things that got milk in it. Like your little kindergarten fingers, you trying to figure, like, what the? We usually drink out of a cup, and they got it in this little thing, and you got to push it one way and then snatch it back the other way, and then it's a square, and some people got chocolate milk, and some people got white milk, and so we there trying to figure out, and hey, DSJ, don't judge me, because don't act like you walked into kindergarten knowing how to open your milk. Don't do that. Don't. DSJ gonna be like, yeah, man, when I got to kindergarten, I could just open my milk. All you had to do was spread it apart and push it back and pull it. Nah, bro. When we was a kid, we ain't understand some of this stuff, right? So anyway, we all thirsty, our mouth all chapped. they done gave you the peanut butter sandwich for breakfast, and now you're trying to wash it down with something in this container that you can't open. And you looking at the teacher, and she's like, y'all gonna have to learn how to do it because y'all gotta do this every day. And you like, in my mind, I'm like cussing that in my mind. You but Uncle Freezy respectful. I'm like, if I don't open this damn milk, I'm gonna pass out. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm like, yo, why they call you Smoke? And no lie, Chuck, we 5 years old, right? We 5 years old. He looked at me and because I'm black. That's what he tell me. Fast forward 50 years, right? Fast forward 50 years. I see him last year, right? And he pull up, him and his family pull up in the whip, right? And they like, yo, my cousin Gigi, no lie, my cousin Gigi, he a fool, bro. My cousin Gigi, he a fool, right? He like, yo, Soot is here. Everybody look, Soot here. I'm like, Soot. I do get out the car, it's Smoke. And so we laughing and joking, reminiscing. I'm like, Smoke, why they call you Soot? Guess what he tell me?
Because I'm black.
Because the same thing he said in kindergarten 50 years before. And I know that's an inappropriate story, but whatever.
So you waited. You dropped the link to do Freezy Time. You could have did Freezy Time, story time before we came up here. I mean, are we gonna be able to cook? What's the story here this morning?
I understand. I understand that stars get a certain treatment. You know what I'm saying? I understand stars get a certain, but some of us have a rapport and chemistry with each other. You know what I'm saying? Some of us just kind of rock with each other. You know what I'm saying? I should have said the stars are here and just put everybody on mute. So
when Stephen A is in the building, he don't be going to lunch with Max Kellerman and all those. He just be there to give his takes and go on his way, yo.
And then go get his edge up pushback. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I feel
How
you.
far are we going, Stephen A. Smith? 1 inch, 2 inch. How close to the crown are we going today, sir?
Give me Stephen A. Be like, give me the convertible look.
I want the George Jefferson, but only halfway.
Bro, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all wow. Hey, Dolly, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. But it's funny that everybody got a homie named Smoke, bro.
Hold on. I wanted to add something to what you were saying real quick, Dolly. What you were saying about the point guards.
Right.
You were saying how your like basically the elite ones like Boy in Portland and D Rose, and you said their defense ain't that good, right?
Yeah, for the most part. The only reason I was making that point, and I'm just gonna finish it because it's quick, so then that way maybe you could get the whole context of what I was saying. Was that for me, somebody made the point on the podcast that if Kemba's gonna be on the team starting, right, and he's not gonna be playing defense, he needs to be scoring at least 18 points per game. Because if not, then what are you out there for? You know what I'm saying? He can't be going on scoring nights like he has been, where he's not really being effective on offense. If the thing that you're brought in to do is play offense, if you're not going to play any defense, because I mean the team could try to hide you as much as possible, but at the end of the day, you need to come in and score, and that's basically where that notion came from. Where most of the elite point guards in the league who are scorers, they can't play a lick of defense. So if that's gonna be your role, you gotta what's the word? You gotta be able to do it, be able to do that job. You know what I'm saying?
So in other words, Darla, you're saying that we should have found a way to trade up in the draft for Trey Young. I got you. I understand.
Or
I got
Suggs.
you. First off, salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody on the panel.
Salute.
The GM Chuck. Well, first off, Uncle Freezy. You know what I'm saying. Um, the we got the two hosts actually of the pod cup. I mean the Knicks
The
freestyle.
pod couple. Oh wow.
we got
Wow.
the
That's
Knicks freestyle.
probably the best compliment they ever got. You're
salute
welcome.
to Freak Keith. Salute to GI Darley, my brother. What's going on? Beans,
Already
what's
know,
going
brother.
on, brother? How you feeling?
All right. What's good with you?
I'm alright. Another day, another dolly. You know the vibes already. But
Yes, sir.
you know, I'm of course, you know me. I'm kind of trolling, so I'm already on my improbable 2K trade Julius Randle for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's trade Mitchell Robinson for Jonas Valanciunas, since we complaining about rebounding. Let's get the highest rebounder right now. You know, I just feel like, again, you know, the problem really is, and Freezy, I know, you know, again, we talked about this the last time. With great salary comes great responsibility. So whenever you're gonna get the praise, you also have to be ready to get the, you know what I'm saying, the criticism. And, you know, as far as the perimeter defense, I'm not speaking solely of um the guard play with Ricky Rubio. I'm talking about just in general. You know, the first thing and the only thing I'm ever critical about Randall about is just that, the lack of perimeter defense. Because I feel like that kind of sets the tone to everybody else as well. If you're the leader, you know, people are gonna follow your lead naturally. So I think that, you know, again, certain things like that, I think kind of set the tone. Evan Fournier is not one of those guys that you look at and say, "Oh yeah, he's a good defender." You never looked at him and said he's a two-way player. But again, you got to be willing to defend. And if the franchise player isn't as willing to defend, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna set that example? So I feel like, you know, that's one of the things that I looked at yesterday as, you know, an example to that point. And, you know, RJ, I mean, honestly, I feel like all of them looked bad. It looked like every single one of those players had a Thanksgiving meal before they got to the game, because everybody looked lethargic, like you would after you finish eating a great Thanksgiving dinner. So, you know, blame all around to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you, DSJ. I think we came out entirely too flat, um, and we started playing catch up like we did last year. And then when it came down the stretch, guys' shots are flat, guys' legs are gone, because we're exerting so much energy trying to get back in the game. Um, to piggyback off of Darley's point, yes, all of those guys that you named, from the Steph Currys, the Dame Lillards, those guys don't play uh, good defense, but they're such deadly scorers that they add something to the game. Like Allen Iverson wasn't the greatest defender; he was willing, but he was just so small. But he was
Right.
such a dynamic scorer that the other team has to worry about this guy now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when it comes back to us playing defense, there's at least one guy. There's at least one guy. Whoever's that guy guarding Allen Iverson, he's tired. He's exhausted.
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I think we're making the same point here. Essentially, it's like if Kemba's gonna be starting and taking on that role as the scorer, he needs to he needs to dominate at that job. Because if not, then why is he there? You know what I'm saying? That's
So
just
so you're saying that my man is one dimensional, and he should focus on that dimension.
I think so. Like, I'm honestly, yeah. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's your role. You can't. You're not. He's not a good defender. I think he should obviously try to play defense. You know, but the thing is that, like, if you come to the team to score, to play the point guard role, to facilitate, do that. That's the job you need to focus on and be great at. Because right now it's like it's very middle of the pack. You don't know what Kemba you're getting, from day to
Middle.
day.
Hey, can we just bring back Coach Woodson? Can we just do that maybe?
Imagine.
Everything went to down the drain as soon as he left. I remember that because he went to Indiana, right? He became the coach for Indiana, right?
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
the playoff. I used to say that last year. Salute everybody. I saw J.I. looking, like a retired drug dealer, so I try to come back.
I am Nick Gas. I am, but I retired back in 1988, 89,
No,
bro.
I told.
On my way to
G.I.
college. It
is
was a
the
long time
co-host
ago.
of the
I heard you put in work back in the '98. So that's
No,
why.
98's too late. By the time 98 came, I was a CPA. You got to go to 88, my guy.
Yeah,
88.
yeah, you got to go to
All right.
88, bro.
Can I ask something real quick, y'all? Are we gonna
Please,
really get to it, or what, man?
I'm getting to it.
Like, let's get to it, man. And
Big beans.
Randall getting his butt busted out there, man. Randall been taking these L's, man. What's up? Let's talk about it. He's been taking these L's. What's up?
So
Is
I'm
that
ready to
new
cook.
baby? Is that new
Horrific.
baby you have?
His defense is horrific.
man.
Anybody want to talk about that?
No, I'm ready to cook.
So
It's gotta go
his,
back. Hold on, Chuck Allen. I'll shut up for you. You said you wanted the floor. You had your floor time. I shut up and let you eat, bro. I've been here quiet, man. I'm ready to eat.
Let's go.
Let's go out. Let's do your shit.
Let's go.
What you think about that?
So no, I'm not going on that, baked beans. We could get to that because there's some stuff with Randall. He's not beyond reproach. But right now, I'm going to start with the makeup of this team. I've been complaining about the makeup of this team since last year. When last year ended, we had some serious decisions, and I jokingly became the president of the LP fan club, but I make no mistake. I knew although fans had no value for LP, I knew how valuable LP was to us getting that fourth place in what's called. So then I saw us immediately say, okay, we had to stop playing Elf against the Hawks because he wasn't the guy. His defense for Trey Young wasn't gonna get it done. Fine. So everybody said we're gonna get Kemba, we're gonna get Fournier, we're gonna do this fancy stuff. And on this network, it's documented. I said, if we're replacing this team with Kemba and Fournier, where's that defense going to come from? And immediately turned to RJ. Well, RJ's playing 3. He's down below. A lot of times his man is 6'9" and taking him below and moving around. How we just going to purely stop the ball? So then last night, my fear. So then I said, we need a 6'9" guy to balance all this out. Because the 6'9" guy can do multiple things. He can defend multiple positions. He can get us out of a lot of trouble, especially when guys up front aren't defending like they should. You can't just let them turn into Noel. Turn into Noel, turn into Mitch. You're going to need another guy. We knew Randall's not that guy. That's why I said I'm looking for that guy because I knew Randall wasn't that guy. RJ is playing his tail off, but he's 6'7". And he's not the most athletic guy. He's not going to do a lot of changing shots at the rim. So here we are. We have the offensive team that we thought we had. That's not so offensive. We talked about the fact that Kemba probably couldn't do back-to-backs. There's 11 games that we could look really bad. Last night was game 1 of 11. Here's my biggest fear. It's a copycat league. And last night, the Cavs said, we're going to play the New York Knicks like the Atlanta Hawks did in the playoffs. We're going to take a really good guard, put him on the ball, and put 4, 6'8", 6'9", 7-foot guys around him, spread the floor. I get the feeling the Knicks are going to see a lot of that.
So I don't mean to interrupt you, but Free Keith, can you mute yourself, Free Keith? We don't want to hear the whole Bronx right now. Come on, you guys talking. Have some respect. Mute yourself.
Nick Gas, he did that peacefully too, bro.
I can't lie, but I did hear Nick Gas bring the gas, so this could be interesting.
Yeah, G, I wanted to piggyback off you if you don't mind. I don't know if you would.
Please, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I'm here to interact. I'm
gonna go get something for this cough. I'll be right back.
All right, yo. So one thing that somebody again brought up, was that we picked Burks over Bullock, and I'm starting to think that we, a part of me feels like we made a mistake because here's the thing
Word.
with Burks, right? We knew offensively he was doing a great job. He was basically closing for us a lot of times and whatnot. But the thing with Bullock that we got that Burks didn't was Bullock is one of the best pick and roll defenders in the league, and people don't talk about that enough. And when he was hot from three, he was hot. Like he wouldn't miss. So he could do what Burks could do as well. So and you also get a player that's a bigger size in Bullock as well. And Bullock was defending like crazy. Like we get to the playoffs, right? And he was doing a pretty good job for like what the team for the way that the team was constructed on defense last year. So like I don't even want to put I thought a lot of the hate that he got was kind of like wrongfully kind of like sent his way, because when he was players miss from time to time, but the thing was when he was in rhythm and things were falling, and I'm really starting to really miss Bullock's role on this team, so that's all I gotta say for that.
Yeah, I
Darley,
understand.
I appreciate you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
what's
off.
up. That's what's up. But at the end of the day, like we were saying
Now
earlier,
cats miss Elf and Bullock.
that's them. But anyway, you gotta make sacrifices.
I don't miss Elf. I don't miss Elf. Let's get that right now.
We gotta make sacrifices at the end of the day to make the team better, man. And I feel like that thing was good, what we did. You know what I'm saying? Remember, we didn't know we was getting Kimba until the last minute, and it just happened to fall our way. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, we gotta live with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we wanted. That's what we got. Now back to what I was saying. As far as the losing the defense, that's when I feel like your team defense should step up. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the captain of the team, which is Randall, ain't taking the initiative. You understand what I'm saying? Like Tom says all the time, it's mental more than it's physical, especially in them tough situations. And then when we get in them tough situations, who we got trying to play hero ball? We watch it every night, y'all. Randall. Who's getting cooked? Randall. Like, come on. Like, we gotta look right what's in our face.
Man, I love y'all like cook food, but Darley, let me tell you something. You killing me, bro, with the Bullock thing. Let me put this in perspective, because I don't want it to be where I'm coming at you, and that's not the case at all. But Reggie Bullock, consistently for the past 2 seasons that he's been on the Knicks, has been one guy that has played incredibly well for one half of basketball. He can get you buckets for one half of that. Is exactly why the man averaged 6.8 points per season. The man has 3 good games.
The only thing, DSJ, is you're responding about his offense. Nobody on this panel that's supporting Bullock is talking anything about his offense. So if you're going to talk about his offense, it's a moot point. Go ahead. I'm going to shut up, man, and let you have at it. But you're wasting your time.
But he plays 3 good quarters of defense. And what ends up happening is he has key moments, specifically in the fourth quarter, right? Where we're playing, again, you got to look at it. First quarter, who's starting? It's RJ, Bullock, Elf, Randall, and whoever the center was that was healthy at that point. And we would end up fighting out of deficits. So it wasn't just, Peyton wasn't playing good enough defense. Bullock wasn't playing good enough defense either. And it took that effort in the second, third, and fourth quarter when he played, and he had specific moments in the under 4 minutes where he was almost impeccable on defense, and the games were tight. We, complimented him on that. But at the end of the day, we're talking about a guy that gives you 2 good quarters of offense and 3 good quarters of defense, and the entire time we're sitting here scratching our head like, okay, when all was said and done, and we got to the postseason. Where was that defense then?
What a horrible take. What a horrible take. First of all, he was put on to stick he had to stick the point guard, Trae Young. in the playoffs. We had our 6'7", 6'8" wing who's lockdown wings all year, who did an amazing job, who helped to get the fourth spot. He had to stick to point guard because nobody else could even slow him down. We had to take our best defender and put him on a point guard. And right now, DSJ, I don't know what analysis you're giving. We're specifically talking about if we would be a better team if we brought Bullock back than Burks. You didn't address that at all. Where is your Bullock versus Bucks? Let's stay focused this morning. Where is your Bullock versus Burks analysis? Thank you.
You know where my take would be in the trade aspect that I offered last season. Can we find a way to get Harrison Barnes on the team? Because that's the one thing I've been saying
Come
consistently
on, are
since
we gonna
last
But
just
season.
focus
DSJ,
on
we're
I
gonna
would have
what if?
rather.
DSJ, we're gonna ask you to stay focused. We are
You
gonna
are
ask you to stay
killing me,
focused.
DSJ. You're
Can
just
you
focusing on
Yo,
what if,
can,
what if, what if,
yeah?
what if. Can we
Can you
talk
give
about
us a
today?
Burks versus Bullock scenario? Nick Gas is right. We're specifically you came in
Well,
and
we
responded
want
to. You
versatility.
said, well, hold on. You said you were responding to our Reggie Bullock analysis, and then you went on to say a bunch of stuff that we didn't say. If you're going to challenge our analysis, challenge what it is we said, please.
Okay, well, the biggest thing for me is this. The one thing that Burks offered over Bullock was the versatility, the ability to put it on the floor, create for himself and others, as opposed to what we needed from Bullock at times as a starter. So if you're talking about, okay, as far as the moment, we're playing him at the starting position, that conversation changed completely. But again, we were looking at somebody that brought another level of versatility. So Evan Fournier and Alec Burks both bring a level of versatility that Reggie Bullock can't offer. And as far as the defense goes, it wasn't like you saw a complete drop off when we had Burks coming off the bench at the time when he was there last season. So personal opinion, I'm okay with Reggie Bullock, you know what I'm saying, having his 2 years and vacating. But you know what I'm saying, I would have rather seen, again, I think the only reason we're even criticizing the pick is the fact that Burks hasn't shown up like he did last season. If he showed up like he did last season, will we still be having this conversation?
That's because they don't have his
The
black
problem
sneakers
is
no
that
more.
he will
Those
not have
salmon
the
sneakers ain't doing the
opportunities.
job.
He's he's not having the opportunities he had last year, simply by the way the team is playing. He used to come in and we needed his offense. Now offense isn't the issue. We're getting the shots we look. The ball is moving a little bit better. Guys are playing ISO. We're gonna play ISO all year. There's no real way for Burks to get
G-
into the flow. He doesn't change the game. Last
Gia,
year he was able to change the game because he came in after we took LP out, after we played amazingly slow. He looked faster. Now we're playing fast. He doesn't look like he's playing faster than any guards we have. He
yo,
looks
G,
lost.
Gia, I am gonna disagree with one point that you made, and it's that you said that offense isn't an issue. We've been, I think we shot, and I don't have the actual numbers, but I think we shot like 12 for like 33 or something like that from three or something like that, like the past few games or something like that. That's a problem if you're just chucking up shots and you're not dropping them and stuff like that. Like that to me, something is off in the mechanics, or like I don't know if it's the spirits of the team, because if it's everyone is missing like this, there's something that must be going on. I don't know if it's tired legs or what it is, but that to me, there's an
Well,
offensive problem as
well,
well.
and let me make sure I preface my statement because you're right. I'm not suggesting that the offense is not an issue at all. What I am saying though is that we were able to play this offense last year with better defense and be a better team. Now we're playing the same level of offense. It's not worse or better than last year, but our defense, because the personnel changes, is 1,000 times worse. That's what I'm telling you. The difference between last year to this year is not offense, it's defense. That's my position.
Okay. Free Keith, what you got to say on this, brick bro?
no, I really, I'm just watching basketball, man. Like, y'all doing the most right now. This ain't all these opinions going to change game to game, performance to performance right now. All I'm
Mm,
looking for is like consistency. Like these cats is not looking consistent.
all
They came
right.
into the game very lackluster, very low energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what's going on. Like they playing like they just woke up. Um, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's about. I don't know how Tibbs kind of keeps allowing that to happen. You know what I'm saying, with some of these games, but whatever. I don't think that that's a lineup issue. I think like the argument of versus Burks versus
Bullock.
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 Bullock will be one that is probably going to be like debated every game on a game by game basis, swinging either way. So it doesn't really move. I don't think that, like, I think that that's just the discussion for today, and he'll come back and have a stellar game next game, and it's a different conversation. Yay, we kept the better one of the two. Like, it's between those two. I think that conversation is always going to change depending on the game.
Okay.
But we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, then I don't, I honestly think for what they both give versus what we don't have, but the other one, like, it's pretty much materially lateral.
Okay. Got you. I got you. Nick for life. Chuck Allen, you got anything to say on this?
Only thing that I would say is that I'm not sure how much. I don't care. I want to win. I don't care who's out there. I don't care. I don't care if there's a scarecrow out there. Like, yo, sell out for the team so we can win. You can get you. It does not matter who's out there. Yo, we're paying you. We need you to go out there and lay it out on the line. And it just so happened last year. I feel like a lot of guys were playing for contracts to stay in the city, things like that, and so the effort level was a lot different.
Right.
Our guys seem a little complacent at times, almost
in certain games,
right? And I don't understand why. Like we're not that team yet. We're not a team that can turn it off and on. We need consistency. And what happens is, the Knicks think they're good, and here comes a team that shouldn't be in the game with us, up by 20 at halftime.
Up by 20 at half.
We just need guys to understand what their role is, and then work inside that. Anything else that they do outside of what their role is just gravy. Like, we don't have a plethora of two-way players. So if your job is to shoot the ball, knock it down. They're not knocking it down, then coach, I got to charge you with not knowing to pull this guy out and put someone else in that's going to do exactly what you need done. Because one of the things around the league was the Knicks' strength is that they have interchangeable parts. They have two of everything. So if one guy's not doing, they can put this guy in. Tibbs is not doing that. So Reggie Bullock and Alec Burks, neither one of them are that good, yo. If we're gonna be real about it, neither one of them are that great. We're talking about two bench players. Is Reggie Bullock starting for the Dallas Mavericks?
No, but I'll tell you one thing: he's finishing.
So is Burks.
He's finishing for some reason. He's finishing
because they need the defense down the stretch.
That's one thing we can't front on. We might say he didn't score that much, or he played defense 2-3 quarters. He played it when it mattered, man, for this team.
Yo, Knicks fans talk about they all about defense, but really they only appreciate it sparingly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know y'all hated on the guy, but like nobody was screaming about their defense when they was here. But they were that actually was those were two of the better defenders on the team by the numbers. Look them up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that wasn't appreciated until guys wanted to gripe about something after they left. It was kick people's back in time when they were on the team about the deficiencies that they had, but nobody was giving them props for defense. Nobody was doing that.
Yeah. Until they gone
And here we are. And then now all of a sudden, all those same fans is like, oh, we lost so much defense. We lost. Man, get out of here, man.
Hey, Free Keep. I haven't been complaining about the defensive losses on our show every week since.
No. The people who I know, look, man, like the people who know I'm talking to them know I'm talking to them. Like we
I'm
all
just
had
making
these
sure.
conversations.
Sure.
I ain't even salute the channel. My fault. Like I just came on trying to listen to what the trash I was talking about. But it's just way too early to be so like, oh, like, all right, cool. Like these cats are still getting it together. Like they finding their way. They actually are trying to learn. Like they're trying to carve out their roles, and it's cool. Like we winning while we doing it. This conversation is gonna sound totally stupid by game 20.
Right. Yeah, and have you guys noticed, and maybe I'm the only one who noticed, but the importance of Taj Gibson on being out there.
Yes.
Because since he's been hurt, the team has not played the same. Taj is a vet. He brings the energy down the stretch or whenever you need him to. Like he's the oldest guy out there, and he's always given the most effort out there. And I think that the team feeds off.
Taj is not hurt. Taj is not hurt.
He's not hurt. He's just getting DNP. Because Mitch and Norrells is really holding down the whole thing.
Menopause.
I honestly
menopause,
Mitch got 5 blocks.
He just got his first kid at 40. He don't want to play basketball no more. He got his first.
He plays with his head though.
That's his first.
He's a mental player. He's a mental player though. Like that's different. Like he'll be good well beyond the time that you think that he shouldn't.
I don't want to put my whole team chips on Taj Gibson. So do not start this. Oh, we lost because of Taj. Come on, are you serious?
No. Nobody is saying that. Nobody is saying that. Relax, bro. See, this is the problem. Y'all be jumping out the window before, like y'all pre-hear some joint. Nobody said that.
No, you were relaxed. I've been relaxed the whole time. Actually,
nobody said anything about that though. You mad at something people ain't say?
You like to gaslight things. Like but
not a gaslight. You just said. What did you just say? Who gaslighted? What did you just say? And nobody said that.
All I said was that Taj Gibson was important. I never said that he's the reason why we're losing.
Yeah, like that's you spinning the whole joint around. Like nobody said he was the reason we was losing these games. He's a smart player. Like he was valuable on the court. That's what Cat is saying.
Taj does things that our young guys are not doing yet with consistency.
And they need to learn it.
Right. That's why they brought him back. Because some people need to see. Some people need to be sitting behind the guy that they should be playing in front of, doing the things that they should be doing. He sets picks well. He can guard the pick and roll, but he's getting slower so that he get beat sometimes. But Taj uses his head like Free Keith says. He's a smart, cerebral player.
His old ass is always in the right position. Like he's always in the right place. Y'all ever notice that?
The second highest paid mentor. That's why I keep saying it, because he's one of those guys that he's really intelligent. He uses basketball savvy as opposed to basketball athletics at this point in his career.
Yeah.
And he has excellent footwork. Let's not forget that on offense. He at his size, the fact that he can finish at his age without having much athleticism, that can't be, we can't overlook that.
And he working on a 3.
So funny too, Darley.
And he working on a 3.
Yeah, and plus you got to look at too the benefit of having a player that has played in an era where they still respected post moves, and trying to bring that to an era that doesn't even know how to post up. You know what I'm saying? So we get the benefit of somebody like that, because now how do you defend it if you don't even know how to use it? You know what I'm saying? So we benefited from having Taj back, and it doesn't look like a good
Taj
pickup.
Gibson stands. All right,
but
you got it. Taj is the man. All right.
Taj is a good player. Yeah, he's
dude, we're just talking about one player that we feel is a good player.
We can't offer criticism to everybody and then just
Keith,
not
good
give credit.
morning, Keith. You just want to go, Keith. Chill, Keith. Yo, I wanted to ask,
What is the guy talking
do we
about?
start Rose and bench Randall? You know, use Randall as a six man in a sense. You know, use him for the third quarter or what? Is that something that because we haven't tried that? You know, right now we starting with Randall and we starting bad. Like we just starting bad. You know, I think 6-4 we're still in a good position. You know, we are getting right now. We could judge whatever we saw because you know we have the first 10 games, but we have 72 games to go. You know, so be patient.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the thought of that. Like that's an interesting thing to. I doubt that it would happen though.
It's a big chance that it could happen because you know when you're talking about Rose and Taj, those are Tips guys. Those are the Chicago Knicks. So you know I believe that he's willing to you trust Rose. Rose is never gonna let you down. And Rose right now is the most clutch player that we have. You know right now like Rose is everything. Rose is Bernie Williams for the Knicks right now.
Yo, Nick Gas, I think in my opinion, if I don't think Randall gets benched. I think if anything, the center gets benched. Like if he really wants Taj out there, he'll play him. He'll play him at center. He'll have just all three of them playing to start.
Also, can you grade the centers right now? Who's the number one center? Who's the second? Who's the third? Because right now, we have four. We got Sims.
People are gonna
Obviously,
fight
Sim
for
is
this
number
one,
4.
man.
But right now, between Mitch and obviously it's been 2 days of Noel, so we're not gonna be as analytical. But what do you guys see?
In my opinion, I'm going Noel first, Mitch, Taj, then Sims. In my opinion,
Noel is showing the most energy. He's showing the most energy, but I feel like that is a function too of Mitch's current conditioning, and I feel like that situation will change. That it will change over the course of the season.
Yeah, I'm just talking about for right now, right this second.
I agree with Keith. I believe that Noel came with the same energy that he left off last year. That's the problem we're kind of having with a lot of guys like Randall. Randall was explosive last year, and he has to get back in motion. He also he doesn't have his Robin, aka EP. Without Alfred Payton, he got to reassess everything. So I feel like Noel right now he came in with a different energy in the first game. So. And that was last year's energy. The only thing is last year was a different season, and I believe that our players are getting used to the fans. Like you could take Knicks fans, I think, one dose at a time. But first game we won, second game we won, third game we went viral. And it just becomes and not everybody's built for it. I believe it. So
I don't. These guys been playing in front of crowds since they was like 10 years old. Like I just don't believe that. Like I just don't. I can't figure that into any of my conspiracy. What is like like it's too many people watching. I'm not. Yeah, I feel you. I respect to your opinion. I just feel like I'm not giving them that excuse at all. That's never coming.
There's literally a player right now going through mental illness classes because he can't play with in a Philadelphia home team that literally they're gonna curse at him, they're gonna throw bottles at him, they're gonna burn his t-shirt. This has a lot of
that's different. That's physical violence. Like that's like I'm concerned with my well-being is different than I can't play in front of crowds. Like that's a whole different thing. Like you know what I'm saying? Because those fans may legit do that to him up there. Philly fans is crazy.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about us. We'll scream "you suck" before we bash the windows out your car or something like that. We not going that far with it.
We doing crazy stuff, but we ain't trying to go to jail.
We got a 0.3%. We got a 0.3% of Knicks fans that are not there. We got a 0.3%. You know, that was like when remember when JC was like, I own the Nets and he owned 1% of 1%. You know, but that 1% was so important that it built a whole stadium in gentrified Brooklyn. So you can never be scared of those little percentages of you know, those cuckoo Knicks fans.
I got a question for y'all. We all love Randall. We seen what he did last year. Do anybody see any improvement in his game this year?
I see guys trying to figure it out.
So do I. I think he's getting like look.
He's playing with three more guys at his level. I see them really legit trying to figure it out, bro.
So for me,
I agree.
For me, I think a lot of people are forgetting. Last season we started off in a similar fashion, and then all of a sudden it's like he just snapped and he picked it up. And I'm not saying we gotta. We definitely got more wins.
He was hitting. He came into the season hitting last season. He was shooting 70% from three by the fifth game.
Randall
and hitting like four or five threes a game. Like he was definitely he was hitting like right now. And he was hitting quite early.
Nah, he was wigging last year. I ain't even gonna hold you up.
He was wigging out.
Randall was on his
beginning. We were winning games the beginning of the season because I'm pretty sure we started picking things up.
We didn't win the first three. I think we won like. Did we even win the first one?
Yeah, we won the first one and then lost like 2-3 in a row.
Yeah, but he was obviously the best player. Like
no, I'm not.
I'm saying he was hitting throughout all those games.
What I'm saying is that the team, at least we were starting off in a similar fashion, but we were kind of up and down. But then eventually we caught a rhythm. What I'm saying is that he needs to get to that point. I think he's just, like you said, he's figuring it out. He's with a team of people that can score too. Obviously, people have figured, some of his game out. That's what happens when you become good. People start figuring out your game. Now, people are forgetting that. Like now what he has to do is learn and think about. He has to start trusting his other players. But the thing is, too, it's also on the players to become trustworthy. People forget that.
I was watching the Cleveland game from a Knicks Cleveland feed, right? So like I'm getting their announcers and and the questions that they're asking the coach and this, that, and the other. And the coach, they're like, "What's your game plan for the night?" And the coach was like, "Yo, like we're gonna focus on Randall. Like we're gonna focus on shutting down that engine. Like it's still a thing." Like it's still a thing that teams see that they can do to affect the whole team.
Randall's in big trouble.
And
he's in big trouble. And let me finish, Keith. Let me say.
Okay.
Let me tell you why. Because it's not too early. I'm gonna be honest. I'm putting this on, and I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Management's got to do something, man. Management put Kemba and Fournier next to Randall to make his life easier. RJ is taking the steps that I need to see him take. He's working hard on defense. Management, this is going to turn into a Carmelo situation if they keep just trying to change it a few places and let him. No, they have got to change the way Randall plays basketball. If we don't get a point guard in here, if we don't get a lead person in here, and RJ's not ready for that, and I'm gonna be honest, here's why RJ's not ready, because he is our lockdown defender. I can't have my lockdown defender with the ball in his hands expending energy. LeBron James at his height didn't expend energy on both sides of the ball, but RJ Barrett's supposed to. He's supposed to be a premier. We need Kemba and Fournier to create offense that gets the ball in the bucket, that allows the game to slow down so we can set our defenses up. If Kemba is causing turnovers, if Fournier is causing turnovers, if RJ is causing turnovers, if our three guys out front, then what's going to happen is Randall's going to revert to a hero ball. He has no choice.
Yeah. That's a great point because, although when you said it, I didn't like it. I do agree that when you bring in a Randall and you try to facilitate everything for him, and he's not taking advantage of it. Right now, I feel like I want to put my chips on RJ. RJ's already showing me he's the franchise. He's the guy that should have been the first one draft. You know, now he knew he was better than Zion. He knew it because he probably seen Zion playing. So I think he has a lot of chips in his shoulders when it comes to him being a player that he's like, I want somebody to, you know, back me up. Randall is like you said, he's killing his spot right now because I don't mind being one of those teams that goes, we're gonna skip everything and we're just gonna give the whole team to this guy. And I'll be if in 5 years RJ's playing for another team, I will be remembering what you're saying because that's the same thing that KP felt. You know, you guys drafted me, and you know who's the guy? Who am I the guy or Carmelo's the guy? So I understand what you mean. You know, obviously it's not.
I don't know about the KP point. You kind of lost.
Makes sense. It makes sense
because KP was on some. He was still hurt. He ain't played in a year. He just wanted to get up out of here because of the situation with management. That's what I think.
That's what they told us. That's what they told us. Look, when we played the Dallas Mavericks once, I remember once we were beating them, and KP literally walked towards our locker room. That tells you he loved New York. No, don't tell me a European does not love New York. Who would love to go to Dallas? Are you serious? This guy's held captive over there. So I don't think he's happy over there. Yeah, he made it seem like he was, but he missed New York.
But KP's immature and his family's immature, Nick. So that's a little different. But I
think he loved New York. I think he loved New York.
But we do got to correct one thing. The chat's not letting you get away with. RJ should have been a number 2 pick. John Morant.
John Morant was definitely number 1.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
True.
One thing that I want to touch on real quick. I kind of agree with some of the things you said.
RJ's an immigrant, and I'm an immigrant, so I know they're never going to put an immigrant first. They never going. We all, you might have a Marcus Garvey.
Come on, Papa.
What do you say?
They draft Anthony Bennett number 1 in baseball.
Patrick Ewing is Jamaican. Stop it. Let's stop that. Let's stop that.
What about Anthony?
Yo, and real quick, I went and fact checked to see the record from last year. Listen to this. I knew I wasn't bugging. It was we lost, so it was LLWWL WWW, and then we had 5 back-to-back losses, 3 wins, 3 losses, and then from there things started picking up where the W started coming in bunches, and we started going on streaks and all that.
Yeah, no, we was talking about Randall's gameplay specifically, though. That's what we was talking about.
Because what I was referring to was the fact that we started as a team in a similar fashion. So I think we're going to pick it back up.
The first you know what? If you're talking about just the team's performance, I 100% agree with you. But I'm one of the ones who said, I'm just looking at us. I think we just working it out. Like, give them time to work it out. Like, you see this going on still. Like, they looking like this a game like 20, 15, 20. Like, now you got a problem. But, like, you could see, I even see like Randall has to know when to defer and when to go beast. Like that's going to take a little bit of an adjustment. We're going to be good. Like let's just watch it, yo.
And I still
before we vote people off the ship.
Right.
I still think Burks come and drop 40 on cats looking in the mirror.
Oh man. I just think Randall's still making the same like mental mistakes, man. That's what I think. Like I was hoping that would be better this year.
I agree. Not as many, and not as many, but he's still making them in the wrong situation.
Yes, that's what
he's making the wrong read in the wrong situation. Like,
and he still gotta bring the ball up. He gotta bring the ball up.
But that's something he's been used to. Like, yo,
but he said he has better talent now where he don't have to do that.
No,
not yet. These dudes want to. These dudes really want to win. I definitely like. You have to get that feeling off of them, like from the like, or maybe it's just me, but like these cats is it looked like end to end. These cats is really focused on winning, and that's right there is why I'm so confident that these cats are going to work it out. Like they're going to work out their flow. They're going to work it out. I'm telling you.
So here's what I've been trying to set up, and I just wanted to get that first piece out about my concerns about Randall, the defense, because I think these young boys do what it is I'm looking for.
Yes.
I think.
Thank you for getting to that part.
I think McBride can come in and give me LP type defense, and even if he can't give me the offense, because I don't know why he's not getting on the floor, it can't be any worse than LP's offense. So just give me the defensive guy to stop taking him from turning the corner.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that literally right after, which is that it really irks me that Tibbs has this bench that's supposedly deep, and he doesn't go and use and try to figure out what can these guys do in a game situation. Because I get it, he's like, it's something. Maybe it's something in practice that he's not liking, but in games, as far as I saw, Grimes play today. Grimes was playing great out there, playing great defense,
and that may get him a little bit more time. But like you got to understand though, like Tibbs knows the same thing that I know that I'm saying right now though. Like they're just working it out, so he's going to give his main guys the time to work it out.
Right.
These are rookies still. You talking like, you know what I'm saying? So like, we're very anxious to see them. We see them when they come on. Their flashes are good, this, that, and the other. But like everybody's working it out, so he's going to give the main guys time to work it out first.
Right.
Okay. And he was 2 for 3 from 3, right?
I remember.
Oh, his three ball is wet. His three ball is
shots
wet.
At the corner. I remember that.
Oh, he's going to be a problem. He is definitely going to be a problem.
All right. Yo, I know we was all watching the game last night. When we made that little run with the second squad with Grimes and all that, and we took that time out, why did he come back with Randall?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. But I know why. But like me as a fan, I was like, damn, like I would. But I know why. But he should have let them run.
Yeah.
So is it safe to say Tibbs didn't learn anything? Like he's
these are all hindsight conversations too. You got to remember.
Okay.
So these are going to come up now in his conversation or whatever with them. But like we all making hindsight. So like in the moment, he's like, I'm going to go back to my main guys.
Right.
I just think that was
all right. So with that being said, then it's easy to say. Then we can also apply the same thing to Randall. Like, yo, I got to go back to what I know because things aren't working, or I feel more comfortable doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? If Tibbs is doing that with the lineup, saying, well, I got to go back to my main guys because they're not executing, or I need my main guys to take control of this game. Wouldn't that be the same thing, Randall reverting back to the old Randall of last year, something that he's comfortable with?
That's why I don't understand, because like we were just saying, we got more talent. You know what I'm saying? And he's still not trusting people. So what is that telling us?
I understand what you're saying.
Back to reality.
Like I understand what you're saying, Beans. And I'm kind of in the same vein with you, but yo, it takes time to develop trust in people, regardless of what a person might have brought last year to another team, or what you might see on the stat sheet. It's like, okay, but I ain't never been in the foxhole with you, so I don't know if you won't be able to do this. Or the last 2 times I passed it to you, or I got the ball to you, you didn't convert.
All right, I understand that, but check this out though, Chuck. At the end of the day, this is one of the same problems he had last year. You know what I'm saying? And you being the captain, the number one guy, these is great decisions that you got to make off the top.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So you doing that now? How you think everybody else looking at you? That's on the team. You looking crazy out there.
Did you guys also talk? Do you guys talked about Jared Allen's like
evolution?
The way
His
he was
evolution.
beasting?
He earned it.
He had 17 rebounds and 18 points.
He earning that. He earning that max. He earning that 100 million.
That's what I was gonna ask. Do you think he's showing that he's worth the 100 million? You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people were hating at first because right now it's technically like he got 72 million. You know, with all
that's nothing. They about to do a new TV contract and all that stuff.
Yeah, the CBA's coming. The CBA's coming next year.
Yeah.
2022.
And look, and y'all saw that Jared Allen was always at the right place. That's like last night. He was always at the right place, battling for a rebound. He's always been a good player since he was on the Nets. Let's be real, yeah.
Brooklyn Nets.
So
that was an L for them. That was an L for them.
Yeah, they should have kept him.
Huge one.
Imagine him on that team playing defense, helping them.
Actually, that's a W for us. So
yeah,
I ain't even tripping on that. Their misery is my happiness. So.
Free Keith, anybody? Chuck, anybody? Nick Gas? What y'all think?
I believe we gotta give time because until I don't see 25 games, I can't let Tibbs do his madness. I feel like Tibbs had a guy named Joakim Noah that can't shoot. Tibbs had a guy named Nerlens Noel that can grab with his hands, and Tibbs has a guy named Randall that can have handles. So I think Tibbs will find the solution for the mistakes, you know. But right now we just gotta take one game at a time.
Yeah, and let me be frank. I don't think by the trade deadline this team is gonna be the same team. They're gonna make adjustments. This front office don't play, bro.
You got it.
Yeah, that Darley. A lot of players that we have right now on the roster, I feel like they're on ice. You know, like don't get them injured. You know, just for the trade deadline type of situation. Example: Kevin Knox.
Noel Burks, and
I mean,
but
Kevin Knox
Evan.
doesn't have what value does Kevin Knox have? He's more like a sweetener for whatever
I'm gonna give him respect. He's an expiring contract. He's a $6 million expiring contract. Hopefully, that's needed.
Okay.
Or he's a piece we can use for a trade kicker. Let's be serious.
I've been under the contention that Noel Burks, and dare I say Fournier are all trade bait.
Yeah.
And the many second round picks that we have too.
And first. We're not gonna need them. What we need those
It's not like we have.
They're just gonna be in the 20s.
Yeah, it's not like we have luck, bro. Like
low key,
we do better in the second round, I think.
Yeah, low key,
value wise.
I think we about to make a trade for Bi. Low key.
You know what I think?
I would not be mad at that. I've been wanting that guy.
Because Bi don't want to be over there. He coming out talking crazy. He ready to get up out of there.
Brandon Ingram, right? You mean, right?
And even quieter it's kept. I think more cats is looking at the Knicks favorably. I'm talking about player wise, wanting to be here than we probably even realize.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
they see what's going on.
Yeah,
they see what's going on.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie. You know, when Miles forgot who from the Pacers, his name is not coming to me. The one that shot mad threes, the center.
Miles Turner or
Miles Turner?
Miles Turner, yeah. To me, I'm not gonna lie. The way that he was playing, bro, to me it was like he was showing off us.
Definitely showing off, yo. Definitely.
You don't keep showing up in trade rumors like with the Knicks, and then it's like, yo, we play you, and this is the type of game you have with us. Come on.
Definitely showing off.
He wants to come. He wants to be in New York. And let me tell you, I'm not one of those people that thinks we need a center that stretches the floor. I feel like a center, I just need you to do your job. You feel me? But But with that being said, it's a nice thing to have to be able to stretch the floor with a center because then it opens the floor for people who are driving.
Darley, a Bentley is a nice thing to have too. You just gotta be able to afford one. And centers who stretch the floor, do a lot of things, they don't come cheap. So
At all.
Facts.
At all.
Yo, I'll give up a lot for MB. I ain't gonna front. I'll give up.
Check
quickly.
any of them. Any of them in the
Get out of here quickly. Go to Philly.
listen.
any NBA center right now is getting a bag.
Except RJ. I think RJ would play great with MB.
I think he would too, but I would move the whole team for Embiid and then figure it out tomorrow, the day after.
I ain't gonna hold you right now at this age. I ain't trading the whole team for Embiid.
Yeah, yo, like, and Embiid don't even give you a whole season. Like, you for real? You gonna trade all your assets for a dude like yeah, he's a centerpiece, but like he might not even be able to make it through the playoffs.
I like the fact that the NBA. Well, I don't like the fact that the NBA, but they all. I wanted to use a term that's too derogatory, but they all are high fans of each other. They all love to play with each other, and I know what this team will look like with them. Be the guys that will start breaking to New York to play with them. It's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was concerned in the offseason. I got a little, I think probably nostalgic with the 5-0, 4-0 start. That defense last night was in big trouble. And then after their will got broke, look at the rebounding. We got out rebounded almost 2-1 last night. They controlled.
We got out energied. They came to play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They came to play like we did not. Like, you could see it. All them young cats was out there like, yo, like, they know we were a better team, so they came to play. They stepped their game up. Ricky Rubio ain't built like that.
Nah, he's not.
He not built like that.
But he got that type of blood, though. He does got the tiger blood. Don't get it twisted.
Shout out to my homie Latrell. Long time, baby.
And Danny, we see y'all in here.
Oh, Danny made it in. Okay.
Danny Landis.
Thank you, guys.
American Dream.
Like that?
Oh, there you
Ricky
go.
don't go off like that. Come on. If anybody told me like, oh, Ricky Rubio about to hit like 1 billion threes on y'all over like, nah, I'm not taking that bet. Not taking that bet.
I need to hear from Latrell. I need to hear from him this morning.
What's up, guys?
And he was hitting, regardless of who was guarding him.
I gotta bring my guy.
Oh yeah, bring him in. Bring him in.
Bring my guy.
Boogie.
Let's get it. Y'all be spitting with your flows, I'm just podcasting.
That's right.
On the air every day, I'm just podcasting. You don't know what that mean when I say I'm podcasting. I'm broadcasting.
Hey, what's good, boss? Hey, what's good, Spree?
What's up, man?
Hey, man,
Good
I'm
morning.
listening.
Good morning. Hey, Spree, how you doing? He was there before me. How you doing, Spree, and everybody else in the channel?
What's good? What's good?
Wonderful.
Jay Boogie, yo,
I was sitting here at the computer listening to these old men complain. Nick Gas, you ridiculous, bro. Beans.
It's all the
what
OGs
Beans?
in the
Beans
house.
Still here?
Yeah, I'm here. Of
Beans,
course I'm here.
Stop whining, bro.
Whining about what? Talk about it.
You and GI whining, bro. You and GI.
Because we
like y'all. Oh my God,
we want to see our team win the right way. How we won?
I was like,
we're not winning. We're not winning.
We're not winning.
Listen,
How did we beat? Did we play no defense against the Bucks?
Listen, I don't know what Freeze.
Please stop bringing that Bucks game up.
No,
Please.
I'm bringing it up. It's the first 10 games. I can bring up like if you're gonna bring up a bad game, I'm gonna bring up a good game because my argument is consistency. It's obvious that they can do it. The question is, or the push is to continuously do it.
First of all, he said GI is complaining. GI said this is a 44 to 47. Danny, you're on mute. Go on mute, Danny. We hear you, babe.
No, I didn't say that, G. I didn't say you was complaining.
No, you said I was whining.
Yeah, I said you was whining. I wouldn't
that's what I
disrespect
mean.
you like that, bro. I wouldn't say you complaining.
I know, because God forbid that complaining is better than whining. I don't know who he thinks he be playing with. He will never get one word loose on me without me kicking it back to him. But anyway, my position is, I said we're a 42 to 47 win team, and y'all said no, 50 plus. 6-4 get you what, guys? If we take 10, 10, 10, 10, 6-4 get you where? So why am I whining when I said this is who we are? I'm trying to get y'all, this team, to operate where y'all expect them to be with this roster. Y'all expect them to be 6-2 or 8-2. That's 7-3 at worst. They're not that team. Not as presently constructed. So that's all.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm mad at Randall. I mean, I watched the game just now again. At the 106.99, we cut it, and Tibbs brings Randall back in. First play, Randall's back in the game. Doesn't come out to make the rotation to Windler in the corner. That was his man. That was his mistake. He was just in the paint. He was in La La Land on that play.
Oh man.
He was in La La Land. He's got to get back out to Windler. That's his rotation he has to make.
Yeah.
His rotation, beautiful put. Like we were just talking. We brought 3 guys just for him, and he's not taking advantage of it. Like, it's crazy, man.
I mean, look, Nick asked. No, I'm not. The whole team stunk. But once Grimes and IQ did a little bit something in that game to cut it to 7, if Tibbs is putting Julius back in the game and Rose, I expect Julius, the leader of the team, mentally, he has to have awareness. It's the mental part of the game. I heard somebody said, why did Tibbs bring Randall back in? Well, you know what? I don't know. You keep topping in if Julius keeps making the same mental mistakes. If you're the leader of the team, every rotation, even if it ain't your rotation, which it was his rotation, go back and watch that play. That was his guy. He's got to get out to Windler. And that's the difference between winning and losing. And I also say about this, Grimes needs to play more. Because even when he airballed that 3, he made a couple shots after. But he's the only other dude that can, even when Rubio was MJ against everyone, and Grimes got beat on the pump fake. But still, Grimes was up on him. I at least respect that. I respect even Grimes tried.
I don't respect Spree. My deal was Rubio was hot from a certain spot on the floor.
He lit us up.
And we kept letting him get to that same spot. Right off the wing.
Nah, it wasn't just one spot.
Yeah, bro.
Because of the left corner, too.
Bro.
The left side, too, Latrell.
And the right corner.
Okay, yeah, I might be right.
That cat was flaming on. Listen, it was just his night, bro. Like, he was flaming on everybody. He flamed on Mitch. He flamed on Mitch. He flamed on everybody who was guarding him.
He was playing like Lionel Messi over there, bro.
There was one play that IQ just walked away from him after guarding him. Just walked away, like spun off away from him and like hit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
he just hit the mad open 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ricky Rubio Show.
It bothers me so much that every player comes to the Mecca to have their career game, bro.
And it be some off-brand cat.
I don't like that.
Because they're playing at Madison Square Garden where Ali used to fight. I mean, of course, you're in a big arena. Like, a lot of times people gotta understand, like, not everybody's built for that type of arena.
I think the Knicks are taking advantage of us. They're taking advantage of us. They think that just because we have the best fans and the best crowd, they think that we're going to always get them through. And that's not the way it should be. Yes, we're there to get you through and get you the sick cut deficits, but you got to put in the mental work. And that's what Julius is taking for granted right now. I can't get him to a championship if he's not mentally ready to be engaged energy-wise. He was in the Milwaukee game in the fourth quarter. He was flying around, Freezy. What happened? Why can't Randall stack mental games? Why are we having the same problems?
Because one player can't carry a team. And here's my example. Michael Jordan is 1-9 in the playoffs. Nick Gas, listen. Let me do my thing, bro. Michael Jordan is 1-9 in the playoffs without Scottie Pippen. Right? Michael Jordan is 1-9 in the playoffs without Scottie Pippen, right? And for what we've been doing as Knicks fans and be like is blame Randall for everything. We blame Melo for everything. We blame Pat Ewing for everything. When the team has one star player.
We didn't blame Pat Ewing all the time.
Oh yeah, we did.
Pat can't finger roll.
Yeah,
He missed the finger roll. Yeah, should have dunked it, but
you just said that and then you just blamed him.
but Ewing gave us 200%. He hustled more than these other dudes do.
Yeah. And what I'm getting at is, bro, is RJ Barrett had an off game. Kemba Walker was absent. Randall was basically there with a bunch of rotation players, and we wonder why he couldn't muster up enough to beat a team when he had one arm tied behind his back. Beans was like, yo, we gonna trade for Brandon Ingram. Really, dog? Really? We going that far? I
have a question, Uncle Freezy.
Okay.
What if maybe is that look, the Knicks have this type of mentality right now that if it's like games against teams that like statement games, like the Bucks game or the Philadelphia game, teams that are better than us, we're trying to make a statement. But what also happens is that since last year we made the playoff, other teams that didn't make the playoff, they see us like a win against us as a statement, So that's another thing that we're fighting. Cleveland
That's fair.
And they're like, oh, we're trying to be like the Knicks. Like you guys said, a lot of teams are using whatever model we used last year, and they actually implementing it on themselves. And I think that's another thing we're struggling,
That's a good take.
Yeah.
I just want to know, Nick Gas, you got a sports jacket on this morning?
Oh, nah, GI inspired me. Actually, and I got
he on his GI thing.
From now
I see your hair's did up and everything.
I'm gonna keep it clean. I look light skinned right now, right?
Only stop him from talking no more today.
As a question though, like, do you mean that to say at MSG? Because I feel like we show up on the road.
Right.
Yeah, we do. We play better at the road because at the road it's a different feeling. At the road is snap. Our Knicks fan base outpowered the Chick-fil-A arena, the Force arena, or the Toyota arena, whatever it is. So it's a different feeling because you're like, wow, these people actually they love us this much. But a lot of times at MSG, the Knicks fans are so flabbergasted by what they see that there's just like we don't have no reaction. And back to what Latrell said. We don't you cannot just wait for us to pump you up all the time. This is not baseball in the 7th inning, and we're like, okay, we have 3 more innings. It's not the same. If we're losing for two halves, for a whole half, you don't come back in the third with the same, you're actually mad because you just spent $37 on popcorn, bro. For a losing team. So it's mental for a lot of people that can't even afford, to actually pay the tickets.
Freezy, I don't want to get it twisted. Like, I'm not just blaming Randall for last night. I know you weren't just targeting at me. You were talking to the whole world.
In general.
And
I'm talking.
I hear you. But I just, the reason why I point that one play out, it's not to just go after Randall. It's just to prove a point. Like, we had just cut it to 7. And I'm singling out Randall because when he brings you back in, I don't care if it's Randall. I don't care if it's Obi. I don't care if it's Rose. I don't care if it's Kemba. Whoever comes back in that moment with a sign of life, you have to be not physically ready to play, mentally ready to play. And to me, a missed rotation, wide open, and we were giving up missed wide open. I get it. The whole team was bad. Pump fakes. We made him look like Michael Jordan, no doubt. But Julius, to me, that energy where he was flying around on Giannis, shooters, it didn't matter. Randall was mentally locked in that fourth quarter against the Bucks. And I was saying, why can't I have that Julius all the time? I know he has to do a lot for this team, but Freezy, if I'm going to hold him to that level that I need to, that championship level that I personally want Julius to get because I respect him and like him, I have to hold him to that. I can't let that off the hook, Freezy. That's a missed rotation. That's on him to Windler in the corner.
Okay. Okay. I didn't hear you blame RJ Barrett for letting Colin Sexton score 3 straight layups at the basket at the beginning of the game.
Oh yeah, no, that counts too. That's fair.
Yeah, RJ Barrett gave up 3 straight layups to Colin Sexton, and that got them off to that hot start. They just legit went straight at RJ Barrett. Sexton took RJ Barrett to the basket. Remember, Sexton scored their first 6 points of the game, right?
True. Yeah.
But nobody mentioned that RJ Barrett got roasted on D at the beginning of the game, right? Nobody mentioned that RJ Barrett's shot was off yesterday.
He didn't have.
Does RJ Barrett get blamed?
He does. He does. I thght he had a bad game too.
Nah, don't say that.
Terrible on the boards.
Freeze, don't say that. We talked about that last night. That RJ didn't have a good game.
No. I'm saying in the context of the argument being made right now. If blame is to go around, we should. If we playing the blame game,
it starts with the captain.
It starts with RJ Barrett getting roasted off the dribble, and for the first 3 buckets of the game.
Freezy, do you think I'm too hard on Julius Randle?
Nah, bro. Keep the burn on him, bro. I love the energy.
I just want him to be a champion,
bro. But the thing is, if Julius Randle is a champion, all other Knicks players are champions. Should they not do their part?
They should. No, you're right. I just want Julius. But if they see Julius sprint out, yes, RJ made mistakes, and thank you for he deserves blame. But if Julius sprints out on that play right when he got back in the game, Freezy,
right,
like kind of like when Noel came back, made some hustle plays. If he sprints back out, they're watching him. They're watching him say, "Wow, Julius sprints out to the corner on his guy that late rotation and makes that play." Right. I need to play hard. I know that's not the right thing. You should always play hard, Freezy. But if they see Julius play hard, maybe it mentally gets something in them.
I agree. I agree with you there. I agree with you on that play. On that play, I agree with you. What I'm saying is that in a pile of mistakes, I don't think it's fair to pluck one mistake out of the mistake pile and then highlight that one. When Derrick Rose was giving Ricky Rubio room all night to shoot threes.
Fair. It's fair.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I agree. I mean, I don't know how Rubio was playing like in quicksand, using that pump fake, get into that little spot on the corner. Like literally, some of them were ridiculous, but some of them we just gave it to him. Like you made it his life easy. You got him started. Like that's what bothers me. If Rubio's going to play like Michael Jordan, at least make difficult shots the whole game. Half of those shots were wide open, man.
Right. No, I agree with you. I agree with you on that, bro. Hey, Ron, what's good? We're still Knicks fans. What's good? I can't believe Bean said we're gonna trade for Brandon Ingram. I can't believe that, bro.
When I said that,
you said BI, right?
Yeah, I said it. No, I said let's watch the situation over there because BI wants out. I said that would be a great trade for us. That's what I said.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry for misquoting you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but hell yeah, you wouldn't take BI?
No, I know. No, listen. What I'm saying is right now I'm mourning, bro. I'm legit sitting here with a black shirt and a gray hat, like trying mourning.
No. You got the orange. You switched to the orange one, but that's okay. I didn't know if you were getting. I didn't know if the orange one was bringing you back to. You took the gray one.
You had the orange joint on.
Oh, okay. My bad, bro.
So let me go here. Because last year, before the Knicks totally impressed me, one of the greatest seasons I've ever seen since 1983. I wanted to see the young guys.
Damn, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I've been a fan since 83, Nick, and I haven't seen any championships. I was born in 71, and when my mother was changing my diapers, I believe the Knicks put the championship in the air. So, but I didn't look up at the screen and say, go Knicks. I probably peed in somebody's face, but that's another story for another time.
Were you born before or after Vietnam?
After.
You just said 71.
He said 70. Yeah, and that's when they used to take our diapers off and put them in a washing machine and wash them.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah. So So I want to see the young boys.
That was Flintstone age, man.
Once we get to the point, I do not want to hear no Knicks fans talking about trade this one, trade that one until we see what these young guys got. Because that will be, then we'll be trading out of desperation. These young guys may come out here and make these guys. I gotta see these young guys now. I can't. And I, in the beginning of the season, the one that's telling you young guys don't play for Tibbs. They're not gonna play. Count it out. But I cannot watch poor Kemba. And listen, we signed up for Kemba's. Kemba signed up for us. This is a win-win having him for $8 million. He cannot disappoint us this season. I'm not going to do that to him. He just either will be the guy or won't be the guy. There will be no gray. Well, maybe. No. He came, we tried, it failed, period. And I'm not giving up yet, but go ahead, Nick. I see you ready to get in.
Now, G, I was going to ask you, are you good at code switching?
What did I do?
I like that though. I gotta learn from men like you.
Exactly. You just split, man, because you was with the whole when I say, yo, we should trade BI for this, for them pieces that you said, and you was with it. You was with me.
No, that was somebody else. I've been wanting Brandon Ingram in free agency. We're not gonna be able to trade for him. So no, that was somebody else.
You remember the pieces we was talking about? We was talking about the first round picks and the second round picks.
Oh, but that's when I thought that BI with these other guys would work. I'm scrapping.
We was just talking about that 5 minutes ago.
Oops.
Oh, no, not today.
You just tripped.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that, Bees.
It wasn't me.
Is like,
am I freestyling or what?
It wasn't me. I didn't talk. I thought you were talking about another day because I do like Brandon. I didn't talk about Brandon Ingram.
No, we like Brandon Ingram, bro.
I took my headphones off. If you go back and look, I was off screen talking to one of my colleagues.
Bro. All right, cool.
It wasn't me. I didn't participate. Not today.
All right.
But I do like Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, we like Brandon Ingram. I'm just surprised at the fact that you said that we might be interested in getting them.
But I've been clamoring for the young guys all year.
No, I wasn't. That wasn't that I wasn't clamoring for them. I just thought if it worked as much as it was working last year, if this team was better than last year, which we all hoped, that's because that's the plan, to get better from year to year, not take a step back, which I'm now after the last few nights thinking we might have done. I'm saying the young guys aren't getting in. Where are they going to get in? They have to beat out Quickly and Rose and RJ, and I'm giving Fournier I'm giving them immunity, diplomatic immunity.
Practice, man. I wish we could see practice.
I would love to see practice, baked beans. I would love to.
I want to ask Chuck Allen the question. Chuck, you still here?
I'm still here.
Chuck, do you think last year's playoff push set the franchise back? Do you think we should have just flat out tanked last season and got a higher draft pick, and then that way roll into this season right here with, say, a Chris Duarte or somebody like that would have put more wind beneath our wings, so to speak?
This is the only reason why this is hard to answer, because it's hindsight, and I saw the result.
So if we just say for instance, we tank and we get Scotty Barnes, do you think Scotty Barnes would have made this team better?
Yes.
Wait a minute, because I think them two rookies that we got make this team better.
But there's degrees to it though. There is maybe a little better, and then you're talking about a lot better.
How do we know if they're not getting no time?
And it goes back
that's why I'm asking the question. That's why I was asking the question.
And it goes back to the point, like we wouldn't even know because Tibbs wouldn't even play him because he's a rookie, you know. So we wouldn't even know.
Okay, hold on. We got to stop saying that every conversation about Tibbs not playing rookies.
Well, he quickly played 20 minutes a game last year
because he was forced to. Let's don't act crazy, man. He was forced to play them last year. You know it and I know.
How was he
that
forced?
came from the higher ups, man.
Yeah, they did right.
I think Obi playing.
Brand was up the roof, like Bake is saying, and I feel like he was pressure because the city loved the. Quickly is a lovable guy.
Oh,
no. Well, let me introduce my guy, Dion. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Not ghetto intellect. He already here. I should have did that for GI too. I'm sorry, GI. I should have did that for GI too, man. I'm sorry.
Somebody farted.
Yeah, because when I first came in the door, I had to beg to speak, but that's something else.
Yeah, I know, and that's my fault, bro.
Chuck Allen's my guy. I'm joking with Chuck Allen. That's my guy.
My
sincere 5-star general. God bless.
Hey, what's good? Bro.
He is 6-star general.
6-star? Wow.
What's good, fellas? What up, G man?
Hey, so I just asked the chat panel a question. Was last year's playoff run to the detriment of this team? Seeing that the alternative would have been a hard tank and maybe the Knicks getting a Scotty Barnes, a Jonathan Kuminga, a Jalen Green. I'm not gonna say Cade Cunningham because the Knicks never get the number 1 pick. So
yeah,
but I'm asking if last year's playoff run maybe to our detriment.
I would say there are 2 facets to that question for you, and I would say that number 1 would be if you're looking at it from a fan perspective. Number 2, if you're looking at it from an organizational perspective, right? So when we talk about from a fan perspective, then regardless of how the draft played out and who we got and how they worked out, if they were not successful, then it's always going to be about the guy that we didn't get, and that's where the conversation lies, right? But from an organizational perspective, if you're looking at building something, then there are building blocks to this, right? When you build your house, you can't put the roof up before you have a foundation. If you do, your house is going to blow away at the first sign of a strong wind. I'm not even talking about hurricane type winds. I'm just talking about a strong breeze, and your roof comes off the house because you don't have a strong foundation. So I say all that to say this. When we talk about last year set the stage for expectations for Knicks fans, right? So automatically,
what if I get a mobile home? What if I get like a tractor trailer?
You still get blown off the map.
A tractor trailer and a mobile home?
You still get blown off
Are
the
they
map.
the same? I didn't know if they're the same.
No, they're not the same. Not even almost. So when you talk about the performance of last year's team, that builds expectations to what we need to do this year, because we were able to identify flaws in the organization, and we expect for the organization to go out and make moves to correct those flaws. So fast forward to this year, we said last year, now Knicks fans, I want you to be patient with me, because what I'm about to say is going to set some of you guys off the map, right? What we said last year is we are willing to trade defense for offense. We said that. We said we were a defensive powerhouse, right? But what we realized is we were not putting up enough points on the board during the game, so we want to go out and get people that can score the ball. Enter Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, right? That's where we are right now, because that's what we asked for. I always tell you, be careful what you ask for, because we asked for them. So when these guys come into the organization and they are not performing to up to Knicks standards, then it's a whole different narrative, right? No, Knicks fans, I'm not going to allow you to get away with that. I am not going to allow you to get away with what you asked for. We gave you, and now you have a problem with that.
Yo, G-Man, they didn't
I ain't asked for it.
Can I just
perform in a New York minute? And guess what? And here's the secret. Here's the secret to New York minutes. They are not 60 seconds.
Not even
a New York minute isn't.
I was the president of the LP fan club, and I understood what Bullock brought to the table. I didn't ask for it.
Can I just say also, Sergeant Nick, that I lost my thought because G.I. stopped me.
Can I say one thing about what G-Man just said? Just salute G-Man. You might need to send Nick Gass an autograph 8x10, bro.
Send Nick Gas an autograph 8x10. My bad.
Nick ready to kill me right now, yo. He got that look like I'm gonna kill you for making me lose.
That's crazy. Hold on, let me say something real quick, fellas. To what G-Man said, man. I just feel like I don't think we bargained. We all knew we wanted more offense, but at the end of the day, we just wanted the team to get better, offensively, defensively, whatever. However you put it, we just wanted to get better. You understand what I'm saying? So as far as I don't know, you saying that we wanted. This is what we all asked for because we all want to get better. Am I correct?
No, you're right.
You're right.
I just wanted to say. I feel like last year we finally woke up from a 9-year coma, but people like GI are like that son that is like, oh man, we were getting so much money from the government. Why you woke up from that coma? It's like, bro, I feel better. You know, we actually made it to the playoff. We experienced.
I am so lost.
Why are you mad at that?
He lost me bad, yo. He lost me bad.
These analogies. You lost me with the kindergarten story, and here I am. But you know,
because smoke means black, bro. That's as simple as you can. Smoke means black. That's what it is. You know.
Yeah, he said GI down here looking for Knicks stimulus plans.
Yeah, more PPP loan, more PPP loan. Come on, man. I don't want no more.
Hey, I don't understand about this team. We play good on the road, but we can't play good at home.
Yo, bro, take that mask off. I can't hear you.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they call me CWC, the mask.
Them.
So
them.
So yeah. Anyway,
that mask.
They don't play with effort at home, but you get effort when you go on the road. So that's they're not consistent. And who's the leader on the team? Ain't no leader on the team.
Yeah.
So if you're the leader on the team, you're supposed to bring your troop in the huddle like, hey, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. It don't have to be on Tibbs to coach the guys. You know what I mean? It's the leader. Like Michael Jordan, he was the leader, right? He brought everybody in the huddle like, yo, do this, do that. Patrick Ewing, he did the same thing. So, and I agree with you, GI. We do need a 6'9" guy to help RJ Barrett out. And I think, check this out. 2 people that should come to the Knicks and make a big change. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but I think a lot of people are going to agree with me. Bring Ben Simmons and that help the point guard out, and bring Miles Turner. That help the center out. Them 2 right there would help RJ and Randall out. So that's what we need to do, because we need defense and we need that center. Because Mitch, you can't depend on Mitch, man. You seen last night? He getting like AD, falling over people, falling down everywhere. He's going to be like AD pretty soon.
Yo, CWC looks like a guy that was going to do blackface, but he ran out of like paint. I'm sorry, I had to go.
So, let's get back on topic for 2 seconds, right?
That was a great topic, G-Man.
Let's get back on topic for 2 seconds, right? I would say this, and this is just G-Man's opinion, and we all know what people say about opinions. Everyone has one, right? But I would say this. There are a couple things that we need to understand and recognize what's going on in the first 10 games of the season. So right now we're acting like we are, past the All-Star break, and we are doing things that we need to do to elevate our playoff potential, right? We are still figuring out what this roster needs to look like. That is what's going on right now, gentlemen. We are still, right now, today, trying to figure out what the rotation is. Tibbs is experimenting right now to figure out who can play with whatever the rotation is on the court, and how that works out, what's beneficial and what's not.
That's the preseason for. That's why the preseason. They figured it out like that. That's why you got preseason games.
It used to be 8 games. Now it's only 4, though. It used to be 8 games for you to figure out. Now with it being 4,
it's 4.
I think,
but it goes into the regular season. So we have to understand that. So that's why I say don't get so enamored with the first 10 games of the season and figure out or come to the realization that we are on a road to no place right now. And we need to just do some monumental changes to the roster. We don't know what this roster is going to be right now. When we talk about
it's too early.
It is. It's way too early to be having these kind of conversations. Way too early.
Well, G-Man, it would be boring if we didn't have these conversations.
I don't think it's too early. Everybody's seen the game last night. All the games. Everybody's seen what happened on the court. We lacking on defense. God missing their rotation. They act like they can't play defense. Like they have low basketball IQ on our team.
CWC, tell me this. Name me three games in which we had the same roster each game. I'm talking the first team and the second team. Three games or three different situations to where we had that same rotation. Starting five and the bench. Name them. I'll wait.
I don't know about all of that, man. I ain't get to all of that, but I'm just saying, man.
Hey, Gian, can I offer you my solution, bro? Because I have been thinking about what everybody's been saying, right? And I just need
why GI?
This morning, I'm not gonna lie to you. This morning, aside from just one thing, I just think I side with you the most.
Oh, okay.
I just think you just had the most compelling stuff, right? Aside from this one thing, the answer is, and this is my solution, right? And guys, listen, I'm gonna say this. Just give me some time to finish, right? Matter of fact, let me do ISO cam. Let me be CP the artist for just a second. I just want to be CP the artist. I know that. I just want to be CP the artist.
That was a dig at CP, but go ahead.
But I think the problem is not Kemba and it's not Derrick Rose, right? Because you blamed Kemba, and in his absence, you got a worse result. You blamed Kemba for the point guard defense being atrocious, right? And then in Kemba's absence, you got roasted by a 40-year-old man on his ninth team playing against playing on a perennial lottery team, right? I think the answer to this is moving Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier, at this point in his career, is not an NBA shooting guard.
Wow.
I don't think he has the quickness and the defense to play shooting guard in the NBA, not starting shooting guard anyway. And the Celtics found that out when they got him, right? When the Celtics got him, they were like, yo, we could start Fournier, Jaylen Brown, and Tatum all together. And then they got him. And they were like, oh, wait a minute. No, we can't do this. So they brought Fournier off the bench, right? And then we get Fournier thinking he is Orlando 5 years ago Fournier, and realize that he is actually last year's Boston Celtics Fournier, right? So what I'm saying is this: I am in favor of a move of RJ Barrett back to the 2, and us bringing in a 3, or less minutes for Evan Fournier and Quentin Grimes splitting minutes. And I don't mean splitting minutes like 90-10, 80-20. I don't mean 70-30. I'm talking about 50-50. I'm talking about 50-50. Right? Fournier's been playing about 20-something minutes a game. I'm in favor of Grimes cutting into not Quickly's minutes, because Quickly has improved defensively this season, though his shot is not falling. But Evan Fournier's defense has regressed to a point where we blame everybody we point the fingers at Randall, we point the fingers at Rose, we point the fingers at Kemba, but the lowest common denominator with all three of those players has been Evan Fournier. And I know it's convenient because he had a great game in his debut, and people are saying, thinking he's going to be the guy. But Evan Fournier's offense has been inconsistent. He's turned the ball over in the clutch. Remember the Toronto game? In the Toronto game, he saw the trap and tried to split a trap, not a double team, not a double team. He tried to split a trap and turn the ball over the other way. The guys take a 4-point lead to a 6-point lead, and then we out of the game. I think Fournier has been a disappointment. I'm not saying cut him or trade him, but what I'm saying is if you guys, because y'all are speaking around this point, y'all have been speaking around the point all morning and yesterday. It's like, I want to see the young guys. I want to see such and such. Well, whose minutes are you going to cut into? RJ Barrett? No. You going to play? Is Grimes going to play point guard? No. Grimes is a shooting guard, and the dude in front of him is Evan Fournier, a shooting guard. So, in my opinion, based off what I heard this morning, I feel like y'all are smart dudes. And if y'all don't feel, listen, if y'all feel like y'all points is whack, then maybe we need to get some other people. But I feel like y'all points was spot on, right? So if the backcourt defense is a problem, and you feel like the young guys need to play, and you feel like McBride ain't the answer yet to start, then Grimes has to get more minutes, and he has to split the minutes with Fournier. That's all I got to say.
So I'm gonna jump in right behind you, and I'm telling you, tonight is the night. I'm sitting Randall tonight for the simple purposes of getting these other guys minutes. Let me tell you what we're facing tonight. We're going down to Philadelphia. I believe the game is on the road, right? Yep.
It is. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Dirty Philadelphia. Ugh.
There'll be no Tobias Harris. There'll be no Isaiah Joe.
Right.
There'll be no Matisse Thybulle.
Joel Embiid is out, by the way. Shams just announced.
Bro, really?
Yep.
Real, but I was
not that.
Let's go. I wish him a good rest. I wish him a good rest.
How do y'all step on takes? How do y'all just come in here and step on people's takes like that?
He didn't even say hello.
Yo, y'all so done. Done.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought someone if they knew it was gonna say it before.
Unprofessional.
He didn't even say hi. Hadouken is such a Beyonce that he doesn't even say hi. He
just goes right into it. I like your style.
Diplomatic immunity.
I'm gonna apologize to you.
That was breaking news, though. To be fair, when there's breaking news,
well, I was going to go through the breaking news because I just was giving all the players, and then I wasn't going to leave out Embiid and all of those other guys. By the way, Nick Gas is stuck. It's hilarious. Look at him. Look at him.
All right, salute to everyone.
But that BP gas.
So when that's an automatic win.
I mean, it better be.
If we lose tonight. If we lose tonight.
G.I. Randall sitting wouldn't be the worst thing to do, to be honest.
I would sit Randall tonight.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the worst idea,
sit
to be
Randall
honest.
tonight because these other guys need to learn to play without him.
Do we start Rose though?
No, Kemba back.
Oh yeah, Kemba back tonight.
Oh yeah, Kemba. Bronze Kemba.
Can I just say something to what G-Man said earlier? Can I just gotta get one thing out.
G-Man, I want to say something to G-Man too. Go ahead.
G-Man, you're right. We can't have it both ways, and I was one of those people that said we need more offense, especially in the playoffs where we need more guys that can go off the dribble. Like you saw in that series, as much as Bullock was a great defender and very important to our team, there's no doubt. I can't take anything away from what Reggie did in the regular season. He was good on defense. But off the dribble, the Hawks were hiding Trae Young on him.
Now I want to go pay
and we can't ignore that Reggie Bullock is a liability on putting the ball on the floor. He can't put the ball on the floor. He's just a spot up shooter. That's what he is.
I got to get them in order for me to get the money on.
Freezy, mute your mic.
Yeah. So
I got. My bad.
No, you're good. My whole thing with this, G-Man, is when we ask about the additions, I'm hoping the additions, Matt, like it's fine to make mistakes now. Some of it, I think, with Fournier is correctable. I think Freezy's taking a little too far with Fournier. I think Fournier's got issues too, no doubt. I think Fournier can figure some stuff out. Kemba, I'm more worried about. But I'm hoping these additions, when we need these additions to come through, it's the playoffs. So that offensive boost that I wanted, yes, I still need the defense. And I don't know what you do with Kemba because he can't guard. But I agree with what Freezy said. We got to somehow insert Grimes. We got to insert young blood. But make no mistake about it, we needed more offense. But the problem is some of the offensive guys don't play defense. And the problem is there weren't guys available that are both good on offense and defense. So we're stuck. So I don't know what to do. I don't have the answer. I'm just saying I hope these guys come through in the playoffs. That's all.
So you don't like Grimes?
I do like Grimes.
So I noticed y'all didn't like my point, and I'm kind of
no. I like your point. I like your point.
Who's y'all?
It's the Coach Tibbs, though. That's the problem.
All right, let me ask y'all a question.
Now, hold on, but I just want to address this
5-1
before y'all switch anything. Hold on.
Knicks.
Freezy, I love your point. I just don't know that we could be signing guys in off season and signing and trading guys within 4 or 5 months. I think management would have to prove that they failed, and I don't know that any man would have enough humility to do that. So that's my only position. But I agree, he shouldn't even been here. So definitely get his ass out of here.
What about splitting time with Grimes though? That's what I was getting at.
I want to see Grimes and McBride ASAP. I agree with you.
I think we need to get him in there. I agree. They have to be an important part of it for this team to win in the playoffs. I understand you can't have so many guys playing, but we need young blood, man. We need guys that can move their feet laterally.
Yeah.
So do you guys think we got to make a Dwayne Casey move in the next 2 years, maybe?
No,
things don't change?
Nope.
Because Dwayne Casey literally won Coach of the Year, and they just told him to walk off.
No, man. No.
Believe me, we're gonna do something at the trade deadline.
I think what we should do in the short term is get Grimes on the floor.
I agree.
Yeah, we got to get Grimes on the floor, bro.
He's got to be in the rotation.
Because Grimes is proven to us in the small sample size now. In the small sample size, Grimes has proven that he's an impact player. When he steps on the floor, something happens. It's not always
both ways, Freezy. Both ways.
Right.
Wait, what did he prove?
He can shoot and he can move his feet.
Right.
I mean,
play defense. And play defense.
I mean, he couldn't. I mean, I wouldn't say that he can, but yesterday,
Yeah,
I mean, nobody was stopping Ricky
Rubio. I understand.
But he had to get warm up too.
But Purdue, he caught some pump fakes, but everyone was catching pump fakes from Rubio. At least Grimes moved his feet. You could see that he has the
Rose can't play defense.
Y'all talking about moving your feet, man. That was a disaster on defense, man.
Yeah, that was not good at all.
All the people that we don't have that play with their heart and their toughness back in them days, somebody would have floored that man. Ain't nobody touching that man. The one time we touched him and grabbed his arm, he went straight crying to the referee. The whole game, he played an easy, cool game, man. We don't have no toughness on our team, man. Ain't nobody gangster or gutter on our team, man. We got a bunch of soft dudes that's out there right now. We need to get some guys on that floor that can do something. Y'all talking about playoffs. We ain't even going to be able to win a game in the play-in. You know why? Because we can't get a stop at the most crucialest times, man. We got to get our defense up, man. Our identity for the defensive level is gone. We used to be a python. We used to be able to squeeze you up and tighten the game up and shut you down when we need to make up 10 points or shut you down so you can't get a point when the game is on the line. We don't do none of that right now. The whole identity is gone. So if you ain't playing no defense, you don't need to be on the floor. And I said it before, somebody else. When I used to play ball, Ron DeClaire used to say, yo, if your man scored, you coming out the game. That's how they need to carry it, man. Ain't nobody playing no defense. Ain't nobody. It's a circus show, man. I don't even want to hear about we supposed to be how we playing at home and compared to what we playing on the road, man. That's nonsense. We supposed to be shutting these teams down. We know what it is to be like we be in this position to beat the teams that's trying to come up. You know what I'm saying? Milwaukee gonna get better. Indiana gonna get better. Boston gonna get better. Atlanta gonna get better. All them teams, they still behind us, right? They gonna come up, man. So what are we gonna do? We gotta strap up on D. If we don't play no defense, it's over for the season. I ain't sugarcoating it. I ain't faking nothing, man. You got to play defense, man.
Yeah.
And
Jay
Julius
Boogie
has got to
speaking
stop
the
throwing the
truth.
ball at the refs. Julius has to stop throwing the ball at the refs. If you're mad, talk on defense. I don't hear anybody talking on defense anymore. What happened to the talking? Stop throwing the ball at the
He
referee.
went to Dallas. He went to Dallas. That's what happened. He went to Dallas.
Yup.
Man,
yup.
that dude's a
Yup.
bum.
I agree with you, Jay Boogie.
Reggie Bullock was, man, Reggie Bullock, bro.
Reggie
Reggie
Bullock.
Bullock
That
is the best defender that
dude
we
wouldn't
have
have done
on
that
it.
to Reggie Bullock yesterday. I'm gonna tell you that.
Who's the
He
tough
wouldn't
guy
have done that
replace
to Reggie Bullock.
Who's the tough
All
guy?
right, we got to look
We
at
got
the
one to
numbers.
be tough guys, so they ain't tough guys. We got one to be tough guys.
He made a statement, and he can have that. Nobody can take that from him. I just asked Reggie Bullock's off this team. Who takes his place? Because you said he was weak, he was lame. Who takes his place? That's all I asked, Freeze.
Oh, you're talking to me, okay? Because I was gonna mention Reggie Bullock's stats this season.
No, but you're going to talk about offensive. What he does, what he did for the culture of the Knicks last year, does not in no stat line. You won't find.
That's not a comparison, man.
And again, I accept what it is that you said, that he's a bum. He's in Dallas, and I just asked. You don't need a stat. Who's taking his place this season? That doesn't need a stat. Just a name, please. Sorry.
RJ Barrett, bro. What are we talking about?
RJ was here
last year. But RJ Barrett need help on defense.
But he was here last year. But they were in different roles last year.
Okay, so you're saying,
and so RJ Barrett was a better defender than him last year, but you didn't get to see it.
So I just want to ask you a question. You're saying at subtraction. Addition by subtraction is what's going to help the Knicks. Getting rid of Reggie Bullock and putting RJ in the role that Reggie used to play and not getting yourself another wing to help him out is the answer. I just want to make sure. I just want to put you on record. That's all.
No. What I'm saying is playing Grimes and RJ together gets you the RJ and Reggie Bullock defense that you've been wanting.
You have a right to say that, and I might agree with you.
That's what I'm getting at now.
But if Reggie Bullock was here, you
can
could
you
be.
mute yourself, Jay Boogie?
But if Reggie Bullock was here, you would at least be able to do what you did last year without a fall off. And that's what the rest of us is saying.
Right, and without an incubation period. Right, and without the incubation period. I understand where you're going.
It's our point guards that can't play defense, and when the other team penetrates to the hole, that's it.
WC. Why we keep saying?
I speaking the truth. It's our point guard, man. Other point guards can't pass our point guard, and they penetrate to the hole, then they pass it out to the shooter, and the shooter make a 3-point shot. I see facts when I talk.
I'd like to see RJ and Grimes on the floor. I think we need to see more of that.
Bro, I disagree with CWC, and we don't have to go. Yeah, bro, the common denominator. I keep pointing out the common denominator, and you keep ignoring it.
How keep ignoring it?
Every time our backcourt gets killed, Evan Fournier is on the floor.
No, that's not Fournier's fault, though.
What?
That's not his fault.
Okay. I mean, he's been torched by Jaylen Brown. He's been torched by a few guys.
He's been torched by a lot of people.
Everybody been torched if you want to put it like that.
Yeah, true.
Let's keep it real.
Well, then that's
everybody seen the game last night, and everybody seen the other game.
Gets cooked in
like our defense.
To be fair, that's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous notion because this player gets cooked, then this player gets cooked, so it's okay. Like, no, it's not. Something has to change. Something has to change.
Fournier can't guard shooting guards, man. What are we talking about? These dudes 6'4",
can't guard point guards.
Yeah, Kemba can't guard point guard. Rose can't guard point guard.
So we're bringing in our defensive stopper, Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose has been locking point guards down.
I think your defensive stopper's on the bench. It's Mr. McBride and Mr. Grimes.
But I don't think the one person isn't going to change all your defense. Like, it's not going to change everything because it's the whole team. It's not just like one guy isn't going to fix the whole entire thing. The whole thing is just not meshing.
But if Tibbs not playing the rookies, man, go get Ben Simmons and Mel Turner, and that's all.
How is he going to do that?
And what you failing? Okay, so what you failing to say is it because you saying basically, yo, these bills need to be paid, but you're not saying how, right? So what I'm saying is, if Grimes and McBride are to play, who are they replacing?
Evan Fournier.
No.
But you said that could get on 28 minutes.
Yeah.
Split the minutes.
Take away half of Fournier's minutes if he's not engaged early. I don't know how many minutes
You can't take away half of his minutes.
Or you could split Kemba minutes too and put Grimes in there.
You can't. Yeah, you have to give an answer, Hadouken.
No, I say you can't. Like his minutes have decreased the last.
You have to give
games.
it. You have to say why. Though. You said
why can't you take minutes away from Kemba and Fournier?
First of all, the front office is paying him $20 million. And that's for a reason.
Money doesn't matter.
You can't. Yes, it does, because you're not paying guys to sit on your bench at the end of games. You're just not doing that.
Kemba was on the bench in a lot of fourth quarters.
Yeah, but Kemba's getting paid $9 million. It doesn't matter. He's an injury-prone player. They don't look at him like that. Fournier was our big signing this offseason. That's the big signing that we had.
Fournier hasn't been in the games in fourth quarters this year.
That's why I said the last 3 games his minutes has went down, because he hasn't been producing. Right. When he's not producing, he's not gonna be on the court, and you could just see that like right away. And I mean his minutes have went down to like 25. Let me just see the last few games: 29, 24, 29, 25. And before that, it was like 32, like something like that.
Hadouken, you said 1 or 2 players can't change. You said 1, but
I said 1. Yeah,
we got rid of Bullock. And
I agree with you with Bullock, because I always said he wasn't a starter. He was a bench player. I wanted him over Burks personally off the bench, because we
talked about this last night. You brought up the take, but you just said one guy doesn't change the team, bro. We went from we got what you guys wanted. We are the 4th. That's why I keep bringing up offense. We have the 4th ranked offense in the NBA. Even with the bad
worst defense.
And one of the worst defenses, where last year we were 22 on offense and top 5 on defense. We with 2 players absolutely flipped the culture of how we play basketball.
GI, how do you like Emmanuel Quickley's defense the past few games?
I could not believe how Quickley came in that game and kept those guys in front of him to where he can at least shield them to someone else and don't let them go by themselves. What I saw last night, Quickley might be your starter in 25 games.
Say that again. Say that. Quickley might what?
He might be a starter. Okay. He might be your starter, especially on those 10 more games. Because we got 10 more games. We all talked about 11 games back-to-backs. You don't know what you're getting to Kemba. Last night was game 1. Quickly should start 10 more games at a minimum, because Rose should be brought off the bench. You shouldn't try to move Rose up the starter. Let Quickly start so Rose can fix whatever problems happens if Quickly starts.
GI, would you be okay with Quickly, RJ, and Grimes? Would you be okay with Quickly some minutes of Quickly, RJ, and Grimes to see what it looks like? Would you be okay with that?
We have to do it.
You have to do it. You have to, but if you do that, that means subtracting Fournier.
If he ain't producing, I'm cool with that.
That's what it should be, Gi. You on to something. If they decide to sit Kemba on back-to-back nights, so now you're gonna wonder if they're gonna decide to sit the Rose on the back-to-back. If they doing that, then Quickly should be the starter, so both of them can be coming off the bench on the other end of the back-to-back. That's what I think.
They shout out to Hardwell, bro.
Yeah, and back to the GI, the one player thing. I mean, obviously, if it's like a amazing player, like it's gonna change it. But I feel like if you do put Grimes into the defense, or like if you did have Bullock off the bench, it's gonna help the bench defense. I mean, the starters are still gonna struggle with their defense, because the starters, like Mitch is like the only one in the paint that's actually defending, and then RJ on the wing. They obviously can guard everyone.
Okay, and I agree with I will accept that Grimes might be able to come in and help this buffer, but he hasn't been playing. So until he's been playing,
what are your thoughts on starting Grimes and putting Fournier with the second unit?
No.
That's not going to happen.
Why not?
I think it could work, but it's not going to happen.
I mean, and also, I think Kemba should be benched. What's Kemba done? He can't stay in front of my grandma. Kemba has made me miss Elfrid Payton at times.
Okay. So I have sat here long enough. I have sat here long enough
Wow.
I have sat here long enough to listen to all these takes, right?
Wow.
So I'm going to take you back to how I originally started this conversation. Last year, we were at the top in the NBA in defense, right? That's where we were. But Knicks fans said, I want offense. Defense does not win us basketball games. I want offense. So we go out and get these players. These players are here now, and they're doing they're producing less than what we wanted them to do, right? So I guess the question is here, what are we asking for right now? Are we asking to revert back to a defensive basketball team? Or are we asking to adjust to have both? And that's hard because there's not a lot of 3D players in the NBA. So in order to go out and get those guys, I mean, you might as well close your eyes and throw a stone in the ocean and think that you're going to hit a whale. Come on now, stop playing with me, guys.
I can do that though, G.I.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Man, I'm sorry. I could do that.
Yeah. So me and G.I. look alike. I know we both bald-headed, but you know.
Well, the problem is other teams' point guards breaking down our point guards. That's how the defense gets broken apart.
TWC. That is totally irrelevant to me right now. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to sit here and give credence to what other teams do. I don't care about other teams. That matters not to me. What matters to me is how we construct our roster, the people that we have on the roster, and put them in positions to where they can be successful. Now, we have to ask ourselves, what is successful? What does success mean for the New York Knicks right now?
Right. Okay.
What is that? What is that? Because we ask for these guys, we have a process. This is the same thing when you go out and your wife takes you to the store and she says, baby, I want this right here. And you tell her, this right here does not fit into the decorum that we have in the dining room.
But hey, G-Man, answer your question though. Because you posed a question, why don't you answer it yourself?
So this is what happens when people interrupt me. I'm gonna get to that point in a minute, right? In a minute, I'm gonna get there. So
yeah, he gotta think about it real quick.
No, I don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer the question right now, right? So what I'm telling you is this: I heard a lot of talk about Kemba. I heard a lot of talk about Fournier. I'm telling you this: you guys, I won't say you guys. Let's say the Knicks fans in general have a realistic vision in their mind that Grimes is going to be the answer to fix all our problems. Stop playing with me right now. Stop playing with me. This is a rookie that you're telling me right now that's going to come in. Now, granted, he's athletic. He has energy. He plays defense. How long does that last, guys? Really?
So you saying rookies can't help us?
That's not what I'm saying,
like.
That's not what I'm saying. Okay.
That's what you said, though. You need to clarify, Sarge, because that's what you said.
I'm about to tell you what I'm clarifying. If I'm paying you to do millions and millions of dollars, I'm going to hold you to what I hired you to do, right? That's first and foremost. So when you don't produce, I move on. That's the bottom line. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to allow popular opinion to dictate who I play in the game. And I go back to this all the time. And Tom Thibodeau told you in the press conference, in order for you to get on the court, you have to be exceptional in practice. He said that.
Yeah, he did say
He said that, right?
This practice thing is overrated, man.
Oh, my God.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Allen Iverson, one of the best point guards, right? Hall of Famer, right?
Oh my God. Okay, Charlie Ward's cousin, let me explain something to you, right? The person that dictates who plays on the court is Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau has come out and told you, in order for you to get on the basketball court, you have to be exceptional in practice. So if you are not playing basketball, guess what you haven't been in practice? Exceptional.
And that's why we're losing.
Why? How does that mean that? What if, see, that's what I'm saying. You stick in a one-way narrative. What if they is killing in practice? You think he's still going to play him over his boy D Rose?
Good point.
So what I just said was that the head coach of the basketball team that dictates who plays on the court says, in order for you to be on the court, you have to show me something in practice. So if you have not shown me what I need to see, guess what? You don't play unless you're getting garbage minutes. Bottom line in the story.
So basically you believe everything Tom Thibodeau's saying.
No, what I'm telling you, Beans, is this.
Driving home a point that he said.
Listen to me. Tom Thibodeau is the person that dictates who gets on the floor. Is he not?
Yeah. To be fair to G-Man, we got to give this thing 20 games.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, even if they kill in practice like they supposed to, he is not gonna play him over his veteran guys.
I don't believe that. I don't believe
just like
and that's why we losing.
I don't believe
How
that.
long we been on the zone?
I don't believe that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I don't believe that, because at the same conversation we're having right now, we had on a minuscule level last year. And last year, when we said Tibbs was not going to play the young guys, who did we see? We saw Emmanuel quickly come in and overexcel of what we thought he was going to be.
We can't talk about the rookies from last year because they had an advantage. They really had an advantage of
he had no
choice. Nah, bro. Nah, he had a choice.
They had a choice, but they had. If you're comparing, you can't compare them to this year's rookies because their DSJ was injured in the beginning of the season, and wait. DSJ was injured in the season, and the only other point guard, technically, he's not really a point guard. The other point guard we had was Frank, and we played Emmanuel quickly
and
over
Austin
him.
Rivers. Yep.
Yeah, but Austin Rivers played alongside quickly because you don't remember they had Quivers.
Not at the beginning.
Not in the beginning, but I'm saying like later on, but quickly had his say in the beginning, and then Obi was that 10th man if they ever played him for those few minutes behind Randall, because we didn't really have that like power forward, whatever that could just come in for Randall. So you can't compare them to this year. Yeah, Kevin Knox was playing in the beginning of the year, but then he stunk it up, and then Obi got his minutes. We didn't see Knox at all.
Every rookie in the NBA on the team playing their rookies.
No, that's not every team.
We playing our rookie less than other teams in the NBA.
Let Beans cook, man. Like he was in the middle of saying something. Y'all just jumped all over his point. Go ahead, bro.
This is your time, man. I'm used to
pun.
this.
That's a pun. He said, "Let Beans cook."
I'm used to this.
No pun intended.
But at the end of the day, when Kevin Knox was last year and they kept paying Obi in, it was okay. You know why Obi getting the minutes? Because his, what is it, Leon Rose's son is his agent or something like that? Ain't he signed a CSC or whatever his company is?
CAA, yep.
Yeah. So you don't think Leon Rose made Tibbs play him? You think that was all Thibodeau, right?
Obi put that work in for him to be on that floor this year. Last year was a difference. Obi got injured.
We talk about last year's rookie, Jay Book. I understand what you're saying, bro. But he said last year's rookies.
Yeah, but the comparison of last year's rookies, there's no comparison in this year. They had type caliber players in front of them to not stop them from getting on the floor. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So they were supposed to get on that floor last year. We some trash last year. You know what I'm saying? But this year, we're not trashing the backcourt. But if you ain't putting up to your potential and you got somebody knocking on your door to get in that game that need to get in that game. Kimber said it first at the beginning of the season. We couldn't wait to get on the floor because our practices has been like that. He said that right after the Boston game. So if they practicing like that, that means somebody's putting in some work and trying to knock on somebody's door in our practices, man. And if these guys keep doing what they doing, they ain't playing defense, they need to get up out the way, man. Point blank. Get them out the way, man. I don't care what's your name, where you from, how long you've been doing this, doing that. If somebody knocking on your door that can do better than you, they need to go ahead and put them guys on the way. Because we ain't got 10, 20 games later on in the season. All these games count right now. Because when you get to the end of the season, you need that point, that tiebreaker. Right now, we even with Orlando. We don't have a tiebreaker over Cleveland. We don't have a tiebreaker over Indiana. So them games we losing right now, they matter, man. I don't want to wait till 20 and 30 games into the season. It might be over then. You know, we need to make change adjustments now, because when we waited so late to change the adjustments with Derrick Rose last year, first thing they were saying last year, they waited too late. You know what I'm saying? They should have been made that move. You know what I'm saying? So now we need to make moves now accordingly when people not performing, man. They not performing.
Jay Boogie, I hear you.
Fact,
I hear you.
Boogie.
And I'm all with changes. I'm all with getting it fixed. I'm all with trying to do it as fast as possible. My only thing is this: if we take Kemba out or Fournier out, I think we lose them. I think we lose them for playoffs, for Kemba big moments. If we do it now, Kemba's going to be like, what? I think that's why I wanted to give Kemba 10 more, because I feel like I can get more out of him. And it's not all lost. But if it is all lost, then yeah, make the replacement. I'm just saying I don't want to lose Kemba and Fournier, what they can bring later on when it really matters. But I understand your point. We don't want to lose games. So I have no idea what to do. I got nothing.
Hey, I'm with you. Hey, I'm with you, Spring. I'm with you on that.
Lose games for the playoffs with them in the playoff, we not even gonna make it to the playoffs.
The East got better.
We also got to get chemistry down too. Like guys.
Yo, can I answer this question real quick?
Sure.
It says, so if Grimes outplay RJ in practice, does he start Grimes? No.
And Chuck B, stop coming in here being the instigator, bro.
No, he doesn't.
They play two different positions though too.
Jim said if he cooking in practice, they're gonna play. They're gonna play. We see how far that got
positions though.
Nah, Grimes can play the 2 or the 3, man. What are you talking about?
At 6'4"? I'm asking, bro. I'm asking. I'm not being contradictory.
3, like I said, he's interchangeable. The 2 or the 3.
I think it's time to trade Kevin Knox.
Yeah. All right. We trade Kevin Knox, and then what we get? A door stopper and some pom.
I feel bad for him. We always ask him to come in with 18 seconds left. It's just like I'm done with that. Just get him out of here. Give him a real shot somewhere else, because I like the kid. He was on the bus in DC, putting up shots at night. I didn't see a lot of guys going to the gym. I saw Obi and Knox get on that bus, so I feel bad for the kid. Just give him another opportunity somewhere else, because he ain't playing.
He in that trade package, man. We need that $6 million.
Okay, fair enough.
The Knicks better get their act together. That's all I'm saying.
Wait. We might not be making no G-Man. We making any trades, or you don't know?
I don't know. I at this point, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what we're willing to give up. I don't know.
Obi.
Listen, this is legit. This is what I'm gonna tell you. Right? I'm not taking that bait. I'm not gonna take that bait. But realistically, this is what I'm asking you guys.
So you saying you wouldn't include Obi to upgrade the team?
Crazy. This is what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna entertain your conversation right now, right? I'm not. So what I'm
gonna diss me like that, G-Man? Man, you supposed to be.
No, we down like
we Nash County.
We down like 4 flat tires for real.
We Nash County, bro.
On the Cadillac, no doubt. We are.
I bought my first hoopty in Rocky Mount.
No doubt. You speak the truth, but this is what I'm not gonna do. I'm not entertaining that right now. This is what I'm gonna say. When we get closer to,
bro, you can't sometimes be like that, dog.
No, I'm like this all the time. You know that.
No, I do that. I got you. We good.
So what I'm gonna say about the trade deadline: be confident in what you want and what you're willing to give up, and what position or what is the future of the team that you're looking for, right? So it's easy to go out here and be enamored by all these people, and this is what people tend to forget, right? Just because someone is beneficial or productive on another squad does not mean that they come into your organization and they're the same person, right? So first, let's understand that. So that's a cautionary tale to what you're going out here and asking for. So I ask a question with a question. At the trade deadline, who are you looking to go get, and what are you willing to give up?
G-Man, why we gotta wait till the trade deadline?
You don't.
Jay Boogie said,
you don't.
And I agree. Why are we waiting, bro?
You gotta test. You gotta see the chemistry.
Listen, you got to figure out what works for you. I'm telling you right now. You don't have to wait, but I'm at the same question applies to whatever timeline you put into place, right? What are you going to get, and what are you willing to give up?
Well, what I was gonna say is play the young guys right now and see what you got. And then if they're not ready right now, then you go out and get a guy and you still develop the guys along and along. But you have assets on the bench that have been here for a while. For instance, I think when December 15th get here, we got to start looking at moving money, moving cats, right? Because I like the 6'8", 6'9" guy out of Atlanta, Cam Reddish. He can defend and he can play make. He can shoot the three, right? If we do a small move like that, go get a Cam Reddish to start next to RJ Barrett and bring Fournier off the bench, I think that right there solves everything. Because for one, you have 3 defenders on the floor at the same time. 3 defenders on the floor at the same time. You got your RJ, your Cam, and your Mitch or Nerlens Noel.
Who give it up?
Right? And so Duke made a point. Duke said one player doesn't impact your defense. He said something like that.
Your overall.
Yeah. But 3 players, now you're talking about, now we're speaking to this thing, is Cam Reddish better than Reggie Bullock with us? Does Cam Reddish offer a Reggie Bullock type impact? I say yes. And the reason why I say that is because he's going to give you better defense than Bullock. But he's going to also give you better offensive production.
Who are we moving? In that trade, who are we moving? Who are we giving out?
Hold on, before you say who we moving,
yeah,
real quick. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah.
Last year, he probably could have got Cam. But what he did in the playoffs last year and what he's doing right now, it allows me to say yesterday's price is not today's price. Now,
okay,
question. Who are we giving up?
Who we giving up? That's what I want to know.
Who we giving up?
G-Man, you know who I'm about to say, bro.
Who? Go ahead, say it.
Freezy, before the draft, that made sense last year, but they got Jalen Johnson, so it doesn't even make sense.
So Obi is not in it, so stop that, Freezy. Stop that.
But I'm gonna be honest, Freezy, since they gotta pay so many guys, because they're gonna have to pay.
Well, I wasn't gonna say Obi.
Oh, okay.
You look like you gonna take a shot at G-Man.
No,
you say and we were talking about this.
No, I'm saying the same dude we include in every trade.
Oh, Knox.
Yes,
Knox
and draft pick.
It's not a trade. I'm not taking that.
But
it's not enough.
Easy.
It's not enough.
Okay, so first of all, we need to listen and hit each other's points out, because what's happening is we're jumping to a conclusion that's not even the inclusion that's intended. So when I say Kevin Knox, I know Kevin Knox for Cam Reddish is not enough. I know that already.
Right.
But we have a surplus of picks that we can include. I said Knox because the money matches, because they were basically picked in the same spot in the first round. So their money lines up. So you don't have to include 1 or 2 players. You match the money up, and then you sweeten the deal with draft picks. And if you tell me an organization like Atlanta is going to turn down draft picks, y'all are bugging, right? Because we have a surplus of seconds, and we have 2 first-round picks in 2022, 2 in 2023. We got 6 second-round picks and this year's draft, and then the draft after that, we got like
14.
We got like 14 picks in the second round. And we not drafting 14 players. Y'all know that. That's what I'm saying. You got to hear Uncle Freezy out, baby. I ain't trying to throw Obi to the wolves. G-Man, calm down.
I'm good.
You good now that I said Knox, but when you thought I was gonna say Obi, you was at my throat.
I was bracing myself for real.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. You got 4 first-round picks, 6 second-round picks, and then 14 second-round picks. You're not gonna use all them picks. So what else can you do with them?
They could definitely get a better return, though.
I get exactly what you're saying, but I like to play chess, and when you make one move, you think of the next move. So being that you're saying that right there, I gotta check and see where you at on your next move, because him and RJ coming together. They gotta get paid. So what are you gonna pay Cam Reddish?
He don't gotta get paid that much. I mean, he might get paid by another team if the Hawks don't offer him cash offer potential.
Right.
In general.
Right.
But he's probably not gonna get like crazy amount.
He ain't gonna get crazy money.
What you mean?
If okay. So at the very least, right? Think about this. At the very least, right? You can attach a first round pick to Evan Fournier and have somebody pick up his contract.
Yeah, and
and then you can take that money that you were paying Fournier and pay Reddish.
And if anything, I mean, when you're getting Cam, it's gonna be like technically in the way he's saying, like by the deadline in December or whatever. Like you're gonna have time to see if he's actually like worth the money or not.
Right. And you don't have to extend it. Remember, they don't have to get paid. They don't have to get their extension until they go into their 4th season. This is their 3rd season, right? The Knicks don't have to offer RJ Barrett a contract this season. They can let the season go by, let the summer play itself out, see how RJ come in camp next season, and then offer. Right? I mean, it makes sense. But at the same time, Jay Boogie, you're talking about getting Cam Reddish, a dude with potentially Paul George type upside, potentially. With the right coach.
I have a question, Uncle Freeze. Why look, I'm looking at the luxury tax, and currently the top dog right now is the Warriors. The Warriors are paying 184 in luxury tax, then it goes the Nets, and then it goes the Clippers. The top 10, we're not even in the top 10. But we make more money than the Lakers. Why are we not going all through? Why are we not spending all, because I feel like you don't want to be a luxury tax, but with the amount of money that the franchise makes, how come the Knicks we're actually saving money right now, and we're not supposed to be saving money. We got Yankees money,
We're not saving money. So we're not saving money
Cully,
today. We're over the cap. Hey, Kelly, we're over the cap.
Hello.
So what we were trying to do was find the right player. Which you'll never have a problem, and I promise you guys, you'll never have a problem with Dolan when it comes to signing your player on bird rights.
Yeah.
So I think what they should be trying to do is, with your free agency cap, you have to bring in people from the outside that's going to change your culture and hope your draft picks are worth it. So you bring in people from the outside, and then you re-sign your own draft picks, and together you can exceed the cap. But the only way you can exceed the cap, and Dolan will, is to pay a player over the cap with your bird rights. We don't have all the bird right we need in-house. That's the problem we have. So you can't spend the money, because if you don't have the flexibility, then the only people you can spend money on is in-house. And I think we're all looking at this Knicks team and realize if we only spend this money in-house, we're not going to win a championship no time soon.
Right. And plus the 2 teams you mentioned, Nick Gas. That was a bad example. You were sharp this morning, bro.
No, I was actually asking.
And then you just
learn. I was asking.
But you said, Uncle Freezy, Golden State is over the cap. The Lakers are over the cap, bro. Those are championship teams. Of course, they're gonna fly over the cap to bring back guys.
I want to be there, so maybe. But I was just asking.
But Nick Gas, you don't do that until you're right at the mountaintop. If the Knicks were one player away from winning the championship, think about it. If the Knicks lost in the finals last season,
makes sense.
Say if the Knicks lost in the finals last season, and say we feel like Kyle Lowry would
we was like Miami Heat. We were the Miami Heat.
Yeah, we would have signed Kyle Lowry way over the cap because we were at the mountaintop. But bro, when you at the foot of the mountain, it's a difference.
Yeah,
but he's cashing in on our losses, and that thing makes me feel away. Like he's cashing in our losses. Like we lost so much, and he just banking on the losses. I loved Dolan the last year, but it's like, yo, come on, man. Like,
I mean, I don't think that really matters.
I spent $129 just 2 hours ago, so it matters a little bit, Mr. Hadouken.
I'm saying this. I'm saying in the sense of the.
Hey, you know how much taxes? I spent $43 on taxes because I'm in California, bro. Like I went from Florida to California, and it's crazy how much. Let me just be quiet.
Yeah, California and New York kind of the same with the taxes. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, no. You shouldn't just like waste money just to waste money.
Right.
Like there's just no point of that because you could put yourself in a bad situation where you can't.
Hey, I don't want financial advice from a 17-year-old. You know,
he not 17 no more, bro. He not 17 no more, bro.
Wow.
This ain't financial advice.
What?
And bro, and it depends on what 17-year-old it is.
Oh my god,
that's funny.
But yeah, I would take financial advice from you.
I wouldn't, but. But yeah, no, I wouldn't waste money because I don't want to get into. I don't want to have a player where you can't, like, you have an untradeable contract and then you have to buy them out and do all that, and you have like situations like that. That's that's like the worst thing that could really happen with that.
Or Al Horford, where you have to keep trading them and give away picks for teams to take them. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. The best option would have been to keep Reggie Bullock off our bench.
Nah, Reggie Bullock. Come on, bro.
Because I was saying
Bullock
this.
Playing well this year.
Yeah, he's playing decent.
What's he doing?
Nothing. He ain't playing.
Because like I said last year, if he's not a starter, he's a role player. So if we had him off the bench over Burks, I would be fine with that. And he's actually playing decent.
He is averaging 6.9 points a game.
So it pains me to say that Alec Burks is playing bad. It does, because I called him MJ a lot last year. It pains me. However, can we just admit this? Alec Burks is he has the most beautiful misses I have ever seen. Can we at least admit that?
Sure.
His misses are beautiful. They don't always go in, but they are beautiful. But I agree, he's messing up.
The shots he takes aren't beautiful though.
Okay,
that's all I'll say.
So Spree, last season,
he's a beautiful misser.
I keep saying this, and I don't think people believe me. I think I might have to pull up NBA.com again. Reggie Bullock was the 18th ranked small forward defensively against wing players. Do you know who was 5th on that list?
Who?
RJ Barrett.
Okay.
We keep saying Reggie Bullock name like it means something, bro. Like if we say Reggie Bullock, ponies gonna come out the sky or something, bro. Like little rainbows are gonna go across the building or something. Reggie Bullock was the 18th ranked forward against wing players.
But Freezy, the thing with like GI saying that too is that okay, like that's obviously like RJ had a better like one-on-one technical stat because I mean Reggie guarded the best player almost every time, so he is gonna get torched. But at the same time, if he's coming off the bench and if you really need defense from him, it's like RJ, like because GI says a lot, RJ has to pay attention so much on defense and he's wasting his energy.
Right.
He's still gonna play defense, but the help with Bullock is that him and RJ now can just help other people's guys when they slack off. It makes it a lot better. Except because you see RJ running around the whole entire court trying to guard multiple people when they're open. Because guys are just not getting back and they're not looking at their guys.
That's a great.
That would be like the best.
More than anyone on the team, Bullock's loss is hurting RJ the most.
Yes, and offensively, don't leave out the offense.
Right.
Bullock stood in the corner or stood on the wing, and RJ got to move in all that space. Now RJ is sharing that space with Fournier and what other wings are in the game. It's just this is hurting RJ.
I would say it's the opposite, bro. With Reggie Bullock on the floor, not being able to play make, dribble, pass, it clogged up the paint defensively. Like
he didn't stand in no paint. That made no sense.
I know that he.
So then how could it clog the paint, Freezy? Come on, give us something. Don't do that to us. If he doesn't stand in the paint, how could Reggie Bullock on the floor clog the paint?
Again, okay. So here's the thing. Defense is a 5-man unit. We understand that. Defense is a 5-man unit. If I'm guarding Reggie Bullock, I know the only threat that Reggie Bullock is to our defense is the spot up shot. So I could spy the other 4 players on the court until the pass goes to Bullock. So when the pass goes to Bullock, I can get up in his jersey because I know he's not gonna go.
That's
bro,
not true.
the dude on the fast break.
If the pass goes to
bro,
Bullock,
we saw it with our own eyes in Atlanta, bro. We saw him catch a fast break pass like Odell Beckham and ran it into the end zone like Odell Beckham. Bro, the dude took 7 steps.
So the reason Bullock was hurt so bad because he was in the front, he was in the starting lineup with RJ, LP, and Randall then took the offense over and we played slow. If we put Bullock out there with Kimba, RJ, Randall, they would have to cheat to him or cheat off of him. Your scenario, Freezy, is just it totally missed the mark. I don't know. It totally missed the mark, bro. If Bullock was out there instead of starting in our lineup, instead of Alec Burks or Fournier, he'd get so many open threes this year. Wouldn't even fun.
Yeah.
More than he got last.
And it's not even like because some people in the chat and like some people in general are like, oh, move RJ back to the shooting guard because for him to bully guy, like he's doing well at a small forward. I don't think people should worry about that. It's not about shooting guard or small forward. It's just to help defend. That's like the main thing because you're leaving a lot more guys open this year than last year because guys aren't getting back. And last year you had someone to actually help you when you're slacking.
Yeah, that's the whole point. It's the help piece. It's not like RJ can't do these things because he's grown. It's just I think it's the addition. It's the effect. I'm not necessarily Bullock. I get your point you're making, Hadouken. You're basically saying it's not really Reggie takes pressure off of RJ because of the energy that's being expended mentally and physically.
Not just off of RJ, off the whole entire team.
I know, but I think I know.
But yeah, no, I know.
But mostly, it's to me. I get it's the whole team, but for me, I think it's more that responsibility has shifted to RJ with Bullock gone. Would you say that's accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
Chuck, what's good, bro?
All right. What's up, y'all?
What's up?
The
question was for you. The question was for you. Will you trade OB, Knox, and Fournier for MB? Will you do that?
No, the Sixers won't do that.
OB,
Chuck. I'm asking Chuck.
OB, Knox, and Fournier. Oh yeah, easy.
Did the Cowboys win this weekend?
Oh, did the Giants?
Nah, we took a L.
Yeah, the Giants did.
We lose 2 games. All the other weeks, nobody said nothing. But yeah,
Giants won a game. Yeah,
this week we lost, but so did every other team that we care about.
That team that loses against us, that hurt.
Yeah, this week was so weird. Like the best. Yeah, it was weird.
We still in first place.
Yeah, for now.
No, they're gonna. Yeah, you guys are gonna stay in first place
easily. The Giants. Thank
you. Guys got too big of a lead.
Look, we got some work to do, Chuck. Ain't gonna lie, we got work to do. You know what I'm saying?
You guys have less than half of the Cowboys.
Sergeant, keep your head down, man. We're not that good.
Hey, Chuck. Chuck, check this out, bro.
Yeah.
I'm really liking the improvement of Dennis Smith Jr. Right. Hey, so you and I had I'm not trolling, bro. I'm not trolling. So you and I had a conversation last year, right? About DSJ, right? And I'm gonna say this, and I know it's gonna sound crazy, bro, but I think
it did already.
I think something was going on with DSJ this year, though. I think I kind of like what I'm seeing out of him. This time last year, I didn't think he was an NBA player. Right now, I think he is a rotation player with the upside of being a contributor. And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. After seeing some of the point guard play we saw this year, I kind of miss DSJ.
Oh Lord!
Right? I kind of miss him.
How does he troll with a straight face like that? That's talent,
bro. What do you?
That's talent.
Hey, Gi, I'm learning from the best, Gi.
He tried to laugh to not sound like a robot. You know, he tried to laugh like, I'm normal, but that was like
I kind of like what I think DSJ was in a situation where the coaches robbed him of development. Right?
Crazy. You're sick that you're even watching DSJ right now. That's a sick
I can't help it, bro. Yo, Knicks fans watch Frank. Why can't I watch DSJ?
I think that's sick too.
Knicks fans on this chat said Reggie Bullock name
give it
every
up.
bit of 30 times.
They're gone.
Reggie Bullock name has come up every bit of 30 times, bro. That's 32 right there.
Bullets.
The 33.
Yeah.
Right.
Favorite number. Your favorite number. Guess what?
Hey. So Chuck, what's good, bro?
All right. Even though that's a troll attempt, I'm gonna take the bait.
How is that a troll attempt? What are you talking
All right.
about?
Yeah, you're a troll.
We'll take the bait.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the bait and say he would be more of a distributor than all the guards we have right now.
Them.
It would just be harder for him to score, though, I'll say. And I like DSJ, but it will probably be more of a struggle than like D-Rose. But he would probably be the most.
Yeah, but he will be more amped to get others involved. Everybody else is shoot first.
I agree.
And second.
And second, like I always say, first, second, the third option is the pass. So yeah, I corrected that troll, and and I'll say Peyton. We miss Peyton too. Without Peyton, when you say Bullock, you got to add Peyton.
I did, Joe.
Both of them do a good job of keeping the other perimeter players from getting in the paint and getting these wide open threes. The Knicks defense today give up way more threes than we're a three orientated team on offense. Our offense is just bombs away from three, like we were in the 54 win season. But we can't defend the three. So once we play a team that's good from three, we're gonna lose.
Suck. Yeah, we suck.
Unless we're cooking from three that day.
Right.
That's what happened with the Hawks. They killed us from the outside. We are not, and Peyton would have helped with the perimeter defense. We gave up defense for offense. It was a lateral move.
But the offense is not producing, Chuck.
Yeah, well, it has to be in that you gave up all the majority of your perimeter defense for offense.
Yeah, I agree. You will want the offense to produce, but it's not.
Yeah.
All right. Now, since it's not working,
yeah.
You get rookies a shot or no?
Give who? Who you say?
Do you give the rookies a shot or no?
Who? What you talking about? Grimes
Since our perimeter defense is struggling, this baked beans, bro.
You saying Grimes and McBride?
Yeah.
Well,
knowing that they're defensive studs. Well, from what we've seen so far, because we don't know what's going on in practice.
Yeah, I hated that take. You outplay somebody in practice. That means no. That's not gonna. Tibbs is gonna go with who he go with. It don't have nothing to do with practice.
That's what Tibbs said, though.
Yeah, but if Randall is bad in practice,
my wish came through.
Chuck, what's good?
D-Rose is starting today, bro. D-Rose is starting tonight.
What's up? You might got some player in the background.
The question was for
someone got it.
What in the world is going on right now?
Someone didn't mute it. big.
I guarantee you there's times where Sims outplay Mitch in practice. It's not that hard to do.
It's not. I agree.
But you're not going to see
easy. It calm down. Easy.
You're not going to see Sims starting just because he outplayed him.
Good. He looks lost every time he's on the court.
Yeah, the dude is legit a bull in a China shop right now.
Mitch is in the same China shop. The only difference between, for me, y'all might not like this, but the difference between Obi and Knox is a vertical and opportunity.
I concur.
I agree with that.
But answer this, Chuck. Why?
How does Knox fix the defensive problem?
How do Obi?
Yeah,
I think he's playing better defense.
Yeah, he did get a little better at defense.
Better from bad?
I'm not saying it's great.
You can see it. You can see improvement in it.
Well, they said the same thing about Knox. When he had opportunity, they said his defense improved.
I don't know who said that. But
it was said. It was, especially
I
in the
remember
Twitter threads we on. It was said.
I said I never said that.
I don't see Knox as the solution to the problem. If he was, then give him a shot. But I'm ready to move on from Knox. That's just me. But I
would say this to Chuck. I'm gonna just say this to Chuck B. Bro, I know you feel like you the undisputed debate champ, right? But the next time you say something that crazy, I might have to take these gloves off.
What?
You said Knox.
Yes.
The only difference between Obi and Knox is vertical and opportunity.
Yes.
And so I'm giving you the opportunity right now to retract that statement so you don't get embarrassed.
All right. I left out aggression.
Okay. All right. I'm with you. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Yeah, because Knox is a better shooter. I want to get
far
that
better shooter. Far better. Far better.
I'm ready to get embarrassed.
Obi was supposed to be a stretch 4. He's not a stretch 4.
At all.
I don't think Obi's a 4.
He's not a 4. He's a pumped up 3.
He's a pumped up 3.
Obi has a motor though that Knox doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
The aggression.
Yeah.
The motor. So the motor, the hops, and opportunity.
Right.
Yeah.
I ain't going front. That's a lot. That's the motor. A motor in leaps. That's kind of a lot.
No, it's not. Because what good is hops if you're not productive? Like, how do he take advantage of his hops? Just the same way Mitch do?
No.
In the open floor?
Yeah.
Knox could do the same thing. He just won't be jumping as high.
Can we also just give some blame to Mitch? Because I'm not happy with what I'm seeing from Mitch. I don't think we've talked at all about Mitch here.
I think he needs better than Latrell, in fairness to Mitch.
Yeah.
He gave me enough.
We're trying to keep him healthy, right?
True.
So that's number one. So he's already started the season healthy, missed a couple games. He's got to get in shape. He's got to keep. He's breathing heavy, and we've seen him before. I trust that Mitch will be okay. But we got to say this: when those guys turn the corner, and Mitch is in the game, they stop and look. Yeah. They don't just fly. He is a presence, or just his presence creates more defense.
I just think I agree with your point. He's got to get in shape. That's the biggest thing.
I think that the biggest thing with Mitch, man, is we keep glossing over the point is Mitch is rusty, right? Mitch missed a great portion of last season. He couldn't play 5-on-5 through the off season. He came back right before the season started and was out of shape in a new body. Everybody is not like Chuck B, bro. You can't just wake up and be Hercules. You know what I'm saying? Mitch had injuries last year.
Yeah, hold pause on that.
Pause for what? Chuck's a good-looking dude.
Oh, yeah. Complete pause. We need you to come back to the Northeast. You left before the West culture. None of this is cool.
There you go.
hey, Chuck B, no, I'm just messing around, man. Chuck B, but anyway, yeah. The thing is with Mitch is he was injured last season, and before he got injured, you saw the beginnings of something, right? And then he got hurt, and then he missed the entire offseason where everybody else played and got better except him, right? And now 10 games in, we're like, no, don't give him the bag. No, we can't do that, bro. Let him get back into, let him round back into form first, and then we'll pass judgment.
Can I be the first to disagree? Can I be the first to disagree with that?
Hold on, let me just say the one thing he missed real quick. You missed he gained 60 pounds too.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You said that?
Yeah, I said he came back in a new body.
Okay, heard you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chuck.
Most likely he already ran that off, and it ain't 60 no more. I think the problem with Mitch is y'all expectations from what you want from him. You see him in the summertime shooting hook shots and shooting jump shots, and you expect him to bring that to the game. It's not going to happen. So if you just be satisfied with what you've been getting from Mitch, you won't have a problem with him. He's going to rim run and block shots. He's not going to do nothing else.
But Chuck, the only thing I'm not happy with, other than the shape part of it, yes, I'm not expecting him to shoot threes, hook shots. That's not me. I'm not one of those Knicks fans. But there's been times where I feel like he's ran into our guards, or like he's behind the play where he's not like completely in the right spot on offense, or a little clumsy. Like maybe it's just rust. Maybe Freezy's right. It's a little bit of rust. Sometimes also Tibbs gets mad at him when he doesn't get the screen right away, when he says, go get him. Like, I think a lot of it is the shape piece. Also, a lot of it is mentally being in the right spot.
Tibbs gets mad at everything, too. You know.
Yeah, true. I mean, I get mad at everything.
Tibbs is a lunatic.
But Mitch, to me, it's more so, if Mitch is going to be just a rim roller, blocking shots, which is all I ask him to do, I just want him to set really good screens. There are times where he sets these lazy screens, Chuck, where I'm like, Kemba's not young anymore. You have to really spring him forward. That's on Mitch.
Big facts.
That's all I got.
That's IQ. That's IQ.
Yeah.
He's raw. He's just raw on the offense.
But like, he has the bigger body now to like. I was proud of him when he went up against Embiid. He showed he was able to keep him away. I'm just saying, on offense, he should be a really good screener. A really good screener. With his gain weight, I can't have half blank screens. That doesn't sit well with me. If that's all you're gonna be and be great at it, you got to set really good screens, man. It's not acceptable to me. That's all I got.
All right. So let's wrap up right here, guys. Thank you, everybody, for coming through.
Oh, beautiful panel. All the OGs that came through, the new young bloods,
I can't front Nick Gas. You got a nice setup back there. I didn't see your microphone before. You got a real nice setup.
Thank you. I appreciate.
You should get your own show on the network. You should get your own show on the network.
The viewers deserve it.
Yeah. When's he getting his own show on the network?
Yeah, we call it Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
we call it Rotten Tomatoes, bro. Nick Gas is my guy. Much like Nick Gas, you did great today, bro. And you look, and you were sharp as a tack today, except for a couple points I couldn't figure out the analogies. But maybe that's an Uncle Freezy thing, and not
no. He said I was giving out. He said I was looking for Nick stimulus plans. We still trying to figure that out.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for coming through, man. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Do some stuff, man, today, and blah blah blah. We'll probably do the live stream right around game time. So y'all come check us out. Remember, if you want certain perks that you can't get in the public aspect, you can become a member. We will holler at y'all later.
Later.